We are. That's right, that's right, that's right. We are, we back. Because then I look at you, and the world is all right with me. I said, just one look at you. It's Thursday, y'all, the 23rd. That's right. Let's get it in right now. What we doing right now? We got Trump. Why did Trump extend the ceasefire with Iran? We're about to get it in this morning. Hope everybody had a fantastic evening. It's your boy Boogotti NYC. Let me know if you can hear me loud and clear, please. How everybody doing out there in YouTube land? Let me see if I can get myself straight over here when it comes down to this video. Want to make sure I'm looking nice and clear to everybody over here. How everybody doing this morning? Good morning, good morning, good morning, everybody. How y'all doing this morning? That's right. It is Thursday. It is the 23rd, 2026, and we are back. Our bottom line. You know how we started off over here. What? And open up those pores. We gotta open up those pores. That's right, y'all. It's time to get it in. It's time to get it in. How y'all doing this morning? It's your boy Boogotti NYC. And like I always told you, y'all could have went anywhere. Fact of the matter that y'all came in to chill with me, I appreciate you. How we say it? It's Thursday the 23rd. That's right, y'all. 2026. I'm your host, Boogotti NYC, and this here's our bottom line. Where we be talking about this and that and chat and this and this and that. Where we be talking about this and that and chat and this and this and that. Just got me lit. That's right, y'all. It's your boy Boogotti NYC. Y'all could have went anywhere. Fact of the matter that y'all came here to chill with me this morning, I appreciate you. Let's get it in. What's going on out there? Y'all know we can't do it right until we do what? Gotta get those prayers in the air. You know we can't do it right until we get those prayers in the air. That's right. We want to pray for happiness. I want to pray for good health. I want to pray for security. I want to pray for good defense. That's right, because that's what we bring in today in the health and wellness section this morning, you guys. I want to pray for love. That's right, love. So many people use your name in vain, but there's a chance I don't know how. But it's a possibility that you look at me differently, love. That's right, y'all. We gotta pray for love. I want to pray for life. I want to pray for understanding. I want to pray for every single person that's in this chat. I want to pray for your smile. I want to just pray for joy and for you guys to be healthy as well as your families. Who we praying for this morning? We got Keisha Pitts, 3515 Grand Rising, y'all. Yolanda's up in the building. We got Batty Land. Thank you so much. Rebecca Lanyon, Bueno, Violet. How you doing? Liberty and Justice. Angels Among Us. Sam Champion. Rebecca Lanyon, Bueno. Woo! Mark Dorfman, bustin', dustin'. I see my sister Liberty and Justice up in here too. Let me fix this real quick before they try to get me up out of here with my let me get that out the way. Winter Rising, Sam Champion, Audrey Durham. Who else we got up in here? Mary, Luigi. I see Shannon in the building. Good morning, Shannon. How you doing, VG? Miss Swanza's chiming in from B-More. There you go, Kim Miller, Deborah Jarvis. There you go, Winter Rising. Coco Cat 3032. New one. I'm glad you're here. Hope you love the show. My brother Teddy Marcel representing. If you're on the road, be careful. I'm going to make sure my audio is loud enough, so I got you coming in loud and clear, my brother. Flex Talk Work, $91.50, $10. Thank you so much for the $10 super chat. We appreciate you over here. Just so you know that our Discord just went nitro, so we're going to be able to do a lot more video chat, a lot more stuff over there. Thank you so much, and I appreciate you guys too. That's why I keep on stepping up and doing what I got to do. Winter Rising, praying for you, Joseph. Can't forget Angels Among Us. Got to pray for Flavor Talk. Also got to pray for my brother, Casey Ramos, Shannon, Winter, Miss Keisha, Casey, Audrey, Rebecca Lanyon, Bueno, Teddy Marcel. Can't forget about Terry, Jeffrey Spilker. Can't forget about Mark Dorfman, Sam Champion, also Winter Rising, Liberty and Justice, Rebecca Lanyon, Bueno, Batty Lynn, all of the mods, all of the family out there. Amen. Y'all know what it's time to do, right? time to get it in. And I ain't even gonna play around because I done did enough. It's time to get right into it. It's Thursday morning, you guys. Y'all know what I'm about to say. Woo! I got 5 on it. I'm gonna stack 5 videos at a time. All I need you guys to do is stay on topic, stay on point. Let me know where you're chiming in from. I like to go get content from where you're from. We be on mountains, we be in the water, under the ocean, under the sea, wherever it's happening, that's where we will be. That's how our bottom line gets down. Not only that, but you know what else I'm about to say right now, right? Woo! Let's get into these titles. Oh, by the way, just to let you guys know, nice and early, I found 6 more keychains and I found 6 more decals. So you know what that means. We're starting it off early. If we get up to 500 likes, that means that 6 people will be getting keychains and 6 people will be receiving decals. So all you got to do, try to get those numbers up to 500 when it comes up to those likes. Don't make me work so hard. Let me keep these videos going. And you guys will be seeing 6 keychains and 6 decals. They already got 12 going out yesterday. Hopefully you guys let me know when you receive them. I want those pictures. I want to see them in the Discord. Let's keep on going, you guys. Keep it up with that Discord work because you guys are number one over there. I see y'all getting busy in the Discord every day. It's your boy BOOGOTTINYC. Let's start this news off early. We got to get on over to Louisiana because we got a situation where this person here should not even have been around. He should not even have been out as far as I'm concerned, to be able to hurt his own children. We got information coming in on Louisiana power that hurt his own children. It's breaking news. Let's get into it, you guys. It's new stuff. We got to start off at the top.
We're learning new details about the gunman in that unthinkable attack in Shreveport, Louisiana that left 8 children dead, and a father accused of executing 7 of his own children.
Good morning,
it's
everybody.
horrific, and it turns out that the shooter already had a criminal history involving guns and kids, and yet never spent a day in prison. Newsmax crime correspondent Jason Matera is here with the details. Good morning, Jason.
Good morning, Mark and Charlotte. So yeah, this is one of those stories that shocks you to the core, especially if you're a parent, right? How do you slaughter your own children? But what's not shocking, sadly, is the suspect's record and the leniency that came with it. So back on March 18, 2019, Shamar Elkins was charged with 2 felonies, illegal use of a weapon and carrying a firearm in a school zone. According to the police report, Elkins allegedly got into an altercation with the driver, pulled out a 9mm, and fired 5 rounds. One of those bullets reportedly landed near a high school where students were present. And then in the move, we see all too often a deal was cut that favored the defendant. The school gun charge, it was dropped on the condition that Elkins plead guilty to the illegal use of a weapon, which was the lesser of the charges. The judge handed him simply 18 months of probation and instructions to surrender his firearm and pay $71 a month for that probation period. That's it. Now, 4 years earlier, in 2015, Elkins was arrested for driving under the influence. He pleaded guilty to that too. His punishment, also probation. 6 months of it. So within a decade, Shamar Elkins has 2 documented cases where his reckless conduct could have killed somebody. Twice, prosecutors offered him an easy off-ramp. Twice, a judge signed off on it. And now that leniency is coming into focus as Elkins stands accused of committing a mass murder against his very own children.
Well, second chances have costs associated with them. So do third chances, so do 10th chances. And what I think more and more Americans are growing sick of is seeing these repeat criminal offenders getting multiple bites at the apple until they do the most heinous thing imaginable.
Raphael Mongo of the Manhattan Institute, he made another point that's worth repeating. Progressives are already using this shooting to go after illegal gun owners. Gavin Newsom, for instance, blamed it on the NRA, which is sick. But if Newsom and company actually wanted to curb gun violence, why not push for mandatory sentences for people who break existing gun laws, like Shamar Elkins, who fired a gun wildly near a school and didn't serve a single day behind bars? Perhaps this family massacre could have been avoided if Elkins had faced real consequences that were commensurate with the crime. But of course, Mark Sharla, we'll never know.
Yeah, it's really
And as a result, 8 children no longer here, you guys. 8 children. I like to stay on topic when it comes down to what's most important, and that's the #1 story that we've been following because it's so important with the 8 children who lost their life tragically to the person that's supposed to secure them, supposed to nurture them and teach them their own father. So yes, I want to pray for the souls again, and every single time we follow up on this story, for the children and for the family that's still suffering, going through this tragedy right now. I want to pray for strength. I want to pray for security, and I want to pray for peace and love. And they're going to need a lot of mental, physical, and mental therapy. I'm sure, because all of those children, I'm sure it was a serious mark on the rest of the family. So yes, we want to pray for the rest of the family as well as all of the rest of the children and whoever was hurt in this tragedy. Hopefully, they get a 100% recovery. Amen. Let's keep on moving forward, you guys. And as far as the court case, yes, we won. We won with flying colors, just to let you guys know. We won. Homeboy thought he was going to get up in there and play around. I think we might do a spotlight and talk about that because I don't want to talk about it on Our Bottom Line because we got news to get into. But yes, as far as the court case, we won. Might do a spotlight later to talk about it because now let's get on over to see what President Trump is talking about as he extends the ceasefire with Iran. Talks about why as well. Good morning, everybody. Thursday. Come on, y'all. Think about it. One more day to the weekend. Let me see some smiles out there. Act like I can see you. Smile. Let's go. Let's get it, y'all.
Tonight, President Trump is extending the ceasefire deadline, announcing the move on Truth Social, saying Pakistani officials asked him to delay military action to give Iran more time to present a unified proposal, while adding the U.S. will continue its naval blockade.
I want to make a great deal.
But by midday, the talks had collapsed. Vice President J.D. Vance, who was expected to travel to Pakistan, instead returning to the White House after Iran refused to commit to negotiations. The president insisting the U.S. remains in a strong position.
We're going to make sure that they never have a nuclear weapon.
The U.S. continues to apply pressure through its naval blockade. Meanwhile, Iran is demanding the blockade be lifted while reversing its decision to reopen the Strait of Hormuz, firing on an oil tanker this weekend. Its captain pleading with Iran to stop its attack.
You give me clearance to go. Start fighting now.
U.S. officials say Iran still has significant capabilities, including thousands of missiles and drones. And tonight, the president signaling the ceasefire will hold until talks are resolved, one way or the other. Pete Serratos, NBC Bay Area News.
Yeah, but on another note, if you guys actually want to see the motorcycle, you want to see the bike in action, all you guys got to do is go watch the Rick Ross, Jasmine Sullivan, and 21 Savage video. It's called Outlaws. See your boy Boogotti do the burnout. Right off 21 Savage's verse. Let's keep on moving forward, you guys. We're talking about war right now. Let's go. Let's go. We got more. Iran is now calling this an act of WAR. You know what they did? Woo! It's going down over here in Iran, yo. We got to act the WAR as they fire back at the naval blockade in a Hormuz. Let's keep on getting into it, you guys. There's a lot more going on. They're talking about getting it over with in the ceasefire. Don't seem like it's ceasing no fire to me.
UK maritime officials say the first ship came under fire just northeast of Oman. The second ship was hit about 8 miles west of Iran. Iran says it has now seized both of those vessels, and
it's taking vessels now, talking about over. They seizing vessels, stopping them and going on the vessels. Lord knows what they're doing over there.
reportedly a third ship that's now stranded off the Iranian coast.
Now, this just hours after President Trump granted an indefinite extension to the U.S.-Iran ceasefire. The president says this was done at the request of Pakistan in order to give Tehran's fractured leadership more time to, quote, come up with a unified proposal.
And Matt Finn is reporting live from Islamabad, Pakistan this morning. Hey, Matt.
Hey, Bill, the UK Maritime Trade Operations reports 2 ships were attacked today, and there's reportedly a third, and this all comes after that extended ceasefire last night. The UK reports that first attack happened on a container ship around 4 a.m. local time, 15 nautical miles northeast of Oman. The UK says an IRGC gunboat caused heavy damage to the ship's bridge. About 2.5 hours later, the second cargo ship was fired at off the coast of Iran. The ship has stopped in the water, no reported damage to that vessel. Now, Iranian state media claims Iran attacked a third ship and has seized 2 of these vessels.
And we got a little bit of video of them actually seizing the vessels. We got some actual vessel seizing going on right here.
Tonight, the Iranian regime putting out video claiming to show its troops attacking and seizing commercial ships in the Strait of Hormuz. The images, set to music, show them masked and armed. 2 ships were forced from the international waterway into Iranian waters, according to Iranian state media. All just hours after President Trump extended his ceasefire with Iran.
Iran has gone from having the most lethal navy in the Middle East to now acting like a bunch of pirates.
The president escalating pressure on the Iranian regime by also keeping a U.S. blockade on Iran's ports, costing the regime an estimated $435 million a day. The president saying in a new interview he feels no time pressure as he waits for Iran to return to talks.
All right, y'all, that's enough. That's Iran right there. Back and forth. United States. I done broke down every single part of it. That's it. We see what happened, what they promised to do, what's really going on, and them actually boarding vessels. My only thing is I don't know how much I believe those vessel images could be just like the moon stuff, right? Let's keep on moving forward. I hope you guys having a fantastic morning. You got your water, your tea, and your coffee, because we got a lot more to get into. By the way, I love the way my plants are growing in the other window. Can't wait to taste those tomatoes. Let's keep on moving forward, you guys. Let's go. What we got going on over here? Oh yeah, Trump, he signed another order, executive order, to speed up a review on drugs for mental health treatment. You guys remember Joe Rosen was there. It's going to be a little more things going on when it comes down to what happened with the Farm Bill. I look for different things like hemp products and also probably like 420 products to probably get a little bit more leniency because now they're looking at them in trial errors. So you guys out there, you might be getting a little more meds coming soon. Hey, let's see what's going on with this topic here.
No, you're not hallucinating.
These experimental treatments have shown life-changing potential.
President Trump signed an executive order on Saturday speeding up reviews of certain psychedelic drugs, easing restrictions for medical research on psilocybin or magic mushrooms and ibogaine, a natural psychoactive drug. Even joking he'd be open to trying them.
Can I have some, please? I'll take some.
Popular podcaster Joe Rogan says he helped push the president on the issue.
I sent him that information. The text message came back, sounds great. Do you want FDA approval? Let's do it.
It's a far cry from the 1970s.
Oh, don't try it, don't try it, don't try it. Already got me with that little bit right there. I know that's a real song right there that I probably never heard before. But yeah, it's okay. Y'all got us. It's okay.
Federally, some states and localities have decriminalized possession and use, though researchers say there are serious potential safety risks.
I'm not even going to tell you about the time when somebody gave me that right there. I was like, what's this? Oh, Lord, don't do it. Just let...
Kwan studies psychedelics and their effect on the brain at Cornell University.
If you think back into the 1970s and 1980s, I think these drugs are viewed negatively, but I think, some of that could be not fully warranted, and I think now we're seeing...
Like, you really gonna be testing shrooms and all of that? Like, what's going on with the testing of the shrizooms, y'all? Like, for real? How are they testing this, and what they gonna use it for?
More research and science into these drugs to explore their potential positive benefits.
News some combat veterans like Joshua Wall are glad to hear.
Spent time in both Iraq and Afghanistan.
Wall says he turned to the VA when he returned home in 2009. He was suffering from PTSD and spinal injuries.
I proceeded to go ahead and get on all the various medications that the VA prescribed to me. Tried that for over a period of 2 years, and it made me a shell of a human being.
10 years later, the husband and dad tried microdosing on mushrooms.
Would you say that psilocybin healed you?
Very much so.
Do you know veterans personally whose lives have been saved by psychedelics?
Yes, hundreds and hundreds.
Veteran suicide rates are 58% higher than the general population. Wall says he hopes this new research push could bring that number down dramatically.
We just got tired of losing people. We had the ability to say, hey, this is something that worked for me, and we can help you get better.
Okay, with that, Julie joins Top Story tonight.
Hey.
Julie, the EO is meant to speed up.
I like to hear it from people that's dealing with it too. That's why we love to hear it when somebody actually is dealing with it and they said that it helped them. Say, maybe we don't know how it works, but it worked for him. And if it helps a lot of other veterans, come on and get those studies done. He said he knows hundreds of veterans that it helped. I like stories like that, you guys. You know how we do. Salute to the veterans over here. Whatever part you're in, Army, Navy, Air Force, Marines, and thank you, Casey, for reminding me, Coast Guard. That's right, you guys. Let's keep on moving forward. I know a lot of SAVE. Really? Current Affairs Editor. Let's keep on moving forward, you guys. We got to get on over to Atlanta. DeKalb. There's a powwowing spree suspect found in jail. You remember this one right here. Let's get on into it, you guys. We got to keep it moving. We got a ton of stories to follow up on. Let's go to DeKalb, Atlanta. Come on, y'all.
6:03, the man accused of carrying out a deadly shooting spree in DeKalb County is now dead.
Ololukotan Adana Bell was found dead in his jail cell last night. Our Stephanie Chaynock is joining us live this morning from the DeKalb County Jail. So, Steph, this is really a shocking turn of events, leaving a lot of questions here this morning.
Yeah, very unexpected. Good morning, Jonathan and Aisha. We know that jail officials say the 27-year-old was discovered unresponsive in his jail just before 7 p.m. on Tuesday. We also know that Donna Bell was scheduled to make an appearance in court next Monday to face multiple murder charges. Authorities say staff immediately began life-saving measures.
Some people say good riddance.
But Donna Bell was pronounced dead. Now, officials say foul play is not suspected, but an internal investigation is now underway to determine exactly what happened. Also, this news of his death comes the same day as loved ones gathered for one of his victims, Tony Matthews. There was a vigil his family had to honor his life. Family members describing Matthews as a devoted husband, father, and brother, gone far too soon.
Tony's a great guy. He was an honest guy, hard-working, very dependable, the best brother, the best father, and he's going to be truly missed. I can't put words with it. It's like missing a piece that you need every day, and it's not there to use.
Investigators say Matthews, along with Lauren Bullis, pictured here, and a third victim, Brianna Weathers, were targeted randomly. Matthews shot outside a Kroger. Bullis killed while she was walking her dog, and Weathers attacked in the parking lot of a Checkers. Now, due to privacy concerns, the family of Brianna Weathers not releasing a photo to us. Now, right now, what comes next, we know that DeKalb County says that they're going to be investigating Donna Bell's death here at the jail for exactly what happened, what caused it, and once we have that information, we'll share that with everyone on air and online. In DeKalb County, I'm Stephanie Chaynock, something we definitely will be watching.
Absolutely, Steph. Thank you for the latest.
I'd actually like to pray for the victims of the crime that was committed against them, and now hopefully they feel, their families feel a little bit more peace. They feel a little bit more at a calmness. I understand what everybody else might be thinking, but also there is something in the book that says, eye for an eye, and you know the rest. I want to say amen, and I want to thank everybody. Part of the show this morning. Also, if you appreciate the content that you're getting right now and you see we're on top stories first to break them and get you guys loaded up to know what's going on with trending topics, go ahead, subscribe to the channel. Let us know what you think by hitting that notification bell down there. And when we ask that you'll hit the like button, that's so YouTube can send up the signal right now so people can see what we got going on. Let's get on over to Florida. They never fail. That's right, you guys. Representative Sheila Surface McCormick finally resigns before she can get, I think they were about to kick her out anyway. So before she got the boot, they basically she basically resigned before they sanctioned her. I'm sorry, before she got sanctioned.
Also breaking today, Congresswoman Sheila Surface McCormick is quitting. She resigned minutes before an ethics committee was supposed to decide her future in Congress. NBC 6's politics reporter Hatsel Vela is live in the newsroom with the big story this evening. Hatsel.
Jawan Surface McCormick resigned in a letter to the Speaker of the House. She represents parts of Broward, places like Sunrise, Tamarack, and Plantation. This afternoon on social media, she called the whole process unfair. Now, former Congresswoman from District 20, Sheila Sherfilis McCormick, calls the Congressional Ethics Committee investigation a witch hunt.
Dear Mr. Speaker, I hereby resign my office.
The Ethics Committee hearing today started with the chair reading her resignation letter. Today's hearing was supposed to be when her own colleagues would decide her fate. And there were three options: censure, removal from committees, or expulsion. The Ethics Committee chair fought back on allegations Sherfilis McCormick was not given enough time to make her case.
Ms. McCormick, who has now resigned from Congress, had multiple ample opportunities to present exculpatory evidence to the committee.
The Democrats on the committee agreed, and with that, in light of the resignation, the hearing ended. Last month, the same congressional panel found the Congresswoman guilty of 25 ethics charges, capping a 3-year investigation into allegations she stole millions of federal relief funds and
What about the money, though? What's going on with the money, Thunder Thighs? Thunder Thighs, what's going on with the money?
Funneled some of that to her congressional campaign. This is what she told NBC6 back in February.
This is just weaponization of the ethics department, the ethics committee, so they can distract from what's really going on. Any attempt that they can have to remove somebody or steal my seat, steal representation, so now they can try to get their bills through.
Our political analyst, Alex Pinellas, weighed in.
I think there were enough Republicans and even Democrats who said they were ready to vote for expulsion. So that may have prompted her decision.
As for what's next, Pinellas reminds us the Florida Constitution says a special election has to be called when a member of Congress resigns or there's a vacancy.
The problem here is the timing, because this district already has a scheduled primary in August with a general election in November.
And so with that said, Pinellas does not believe Governor Ron DeSantis will call for a special election. As for Sherfilis McCormick, she is facing the same allegations in a federal case where, if convicted, she could face more than 50 years in prison. Her federal criminal trial is scheduled for February of 2027. Live in the newsroom, Hatsafala, NBC.
Now, she can't resign from that. That's what I'm talking about. I want to know what's going on out there. Don't even try to act like, you know what, maybe if I resign. No, if you resign, that don't mean you still might not get... Watch your head. Then be like this. I'm not even in office no more. And I'm going down. Yeah. Look like she must have been on some Ozempic or something like that, because it seemed like maybe a couple of years ago she was a little thicker. Remember that? All of a sudden she came there looking like the Crypt Keeper. I don't know what's going on. Whatever you did with that money, you done messed yourself up. Some people get into it and get away with it, but I guess you didn't do it the right way. So I guess that's how that happened. Resigning didn't get her out of the mix. She still got to deal with that criminal charge. And they said up to 50 years she may get. I don't know if she's going to be able to survive that. Let's keep on moving forward, you guys. I have a little serious situation I want to show you guys right here, a little bit of this topic, because I do want to show you guys the other side of the coin, what parents have to deal with. There's something that's going on in our country that not a lot of people deal with, but a majority of people worry about. When your child needs you and you can't just move on and let them move on with their lives because they may have some sort of deficiency, I'll just say, and a lot of the parents are in fear that, you know what, I know that I'm going to outlive my child, so now what's going to happen with this? Want to touch on this sensitive topic just a little bit, because I know we talk about the other side of it a lot when I say be careful when you have certain people in your house and stuff like that. I also want to let you know that I have a heart as well. And when I saw this, I wanted you guys to see that there is other areas that we should be covering and areas of concern. Because I was wondering too, what are these parents going to do when they're no longer around, and the children that they bore are now in their 30s and 40s and still need help crossing the street? When she said that, I was like, whoa. I want you guys to see this right here, because it's something that we don't normally do, that we don't normally talk about. Just wanted you guys to see just a little bit of the topic here.
Prevalence of autism has reached a record high in the U.S. According to the CDC, 1 in 31 children across the country has some form of autism, and New Jersey has one of the highest rates.
And during this Autism Awareness Month, Jennifer Bisram talks with caregivers of young adults with intellectual and developmental disabilities, and she takes a look at the resources available to those who have aged out of the system.
And these flowers are orange. Good job.
21-year-old Spencer Schiavo has profound autism and needs 24/7 care. How are you doing, Spencer?
Good. As we age as parents, the day will come when he is in this world without myself and my husband, who are the ones who look out for his best interests, and it's terrifying.
Under federal law, students with disabilities are entitled to special education services until they turn 21. What comes next is what many caregivers call the transition cliff.
The hardest part of that transitional time was not knowing where to go, where to look.
Moving from a structured school system to an adult service system.
He will outlive us by decades. When he is 60 years old, he will need someone to hold his hand across the street.
Spencer's stepmother's strength cracking like glass on this April day, tears washing over her face as she comes to terms with the inevitable.
I don't wish these difficult decisions on anybody.
These are not the people I'm talking about when I say don't let them in your house. Just so you know, let them in your house. And I like what 55 Coffee House said. She said that means that the family or the rest of the family is going to try to take care of them going forward. Hopefully they have siblings. You guys are right. 55 Coffee House says my oldest grandson. God bless. Geez, my daughter is bipolar. Let's keep on watching a little bit more of this because we need to make more awareness of things like this as well. Not just news and craziness going on.
Do you want me to help you zip it up?
Earlier this year, Spencer was accepted into a day program at New Concepts for Living in New Jersey and now lives with a circle of support there.
How does it feel not having him home with you anymore, though? Do you miss him at home?
There's a Bruce Springsteen song that I was listening to after he left home. It's called You're Missing. Everything is everything, but you're missing. And that's how it felt.
But Spencer's parents say he's happy and thriving with his extended family in his new college-like home.
We provide housing through our group homes. We provide day programs. We provide therapeutic services.
And at no cost to families. The money comes from state and federal funds. The facilities, according to its CEO, fulfill the obligation for affordable housing in communities across the state.
How can you guarantee these parents or guardians that their children are safe here?
If something happens, it's reported and it's taken care of and it's addressed in an appropriate manner. We have cameras throughout the organization.
But how do parents navigate the often challenging process to get their special needs child into adult services?
My daughter was definitely the inspiration for this.
Meet special needs planning and education attorney Adrienne Arkentaki. Her daughter Jordan, now 34, has profound intellectual disabilities and is medically fragile. Jordan has been living in a specialized group home in New York for over a decade.
It is hard living without her home, but I also know that she has this incredible life, a life that we could not have given her at home.
The mother of 3 says she went to law school after Jordan was born to help families like hers.
People do not understand that there are benefits available regardless of your resource level.
Health data shows in New Jersey there are 4,000 to 7,000 individuals with intellectual and developmental disabilities who live in structural residential settings. In New York, there are over 130,000. Still, wait lists to get into homes and day programs in both states keep growing. Experts say because of rising autism rates and not enough facilities.
I think there's more funding that needs to be filtered toward these programs.
Advocates say planning early helps.
If you wait until the point where you can no longer take care of them, your child may end up in a place that's not appropriate or, God forbid, not safe.
Spencer's parents still wake up every day with an aching heart.
These choices, having to plan for your child's future like you're planning for the future of a 4-year-old out in the world without you. It's a dark cloud that follows you every single day.
But support and resources help make every day a little brighter. Jennifer Bisram, CBS News, New York.
Okay, you guys. Okay. Matter of fact, I want to see if there's more information. Just possible.
And Jennifer covers aging and caregiving. If you have a story idea...
All right, I don't know about the story ideas. I'm trying to find out where that place was at to see if some of our people can probably get some of their people to go there. We need to do that, you guys. If anyone knows of any places like that, autism centers that can help the people that are suffering from situations like that, please use our Discord for that. If you do, you can send me an email at bridgethisllc@gmail.com. I'll also put it up in the post notification and make a whole post for it myself. Don't even worry about 1080 by 1080. I'll make it myself. Send it to bridgethisllc@gmail.com. This type of information we really need to be sending, as well as what we got to keep on getting into. I want to pray for everyone who's suffering with autism and any sorts of mental disabilities. I want to pray for all of the support teams. I want to pray for the families, everybody out there, the grandmothers, the grandfathers, the fathers, the sisters and brothers. I understand that you guys have a lot of people that are dealing with this. That's why I wanted to make sure that we made this a point. Just don't want to make sure that we're saying negative things about how not to take care of people, but we have to understand that there are people that need to be taken care of as well. Thank you so much. Let's keep on going, you guys. We got to get back into the mix. Let's get on into it. Let's go. Where are we going right now? We got to get on over to Van Hollen as he confronts Howard Lutnick about his relationships with Jeffrey Epstein. I told you we was getting into it today. Let's go see what's going on. And I know you guys probably don't. You probably already know this, but I don't really like Homeboy too much. I don't really like Lutnick too much. I don't like the way he brown nosed too much and President this and President that. Ugh. You can tell something's up with a person like that. Anytime you get around somebody that smiles all the time like this and for no reason, you gotta watch that person. What you smiling for all the time, man? And then you always brown nose. Let me stop. Let me keep on moving forward, you guys. Let's go. See what's going on with this situation right here. No, are we there? Are we there yet? No, I want to go there. I don't even care if we're not. Where is it at? Where is it at? Even if we ain't going there, we going there anyway. Let's go.
That you had, quote, nothing to hide. I assume that is still your testimony today. Is that right, Mr. Secretary?
That is right.
So why have you not responded to the letter that Senator Merkley and I sent following up on the last hearing, asking for documents just to be transparent about the situation and answering the questions that we presented in that letter?
The last time we were together, I agreed and answered every question on that topic with this committee. And I answered each and every topic. I have voluntarily agreed in less than 2 weeks to sit and answer questions on this topic, fully whatever questions are asked of me, voluntarily in less than 2 weeks with your House colleagues. I would ask you if there are any questions that you want me to answer. Please give them to House colleagues, and I am going to answer them all. But I am here today to testify about the budget, and I look forward to discussing the President's budget with you today. But I am volunteering within 2 weeks to answer any and all questions on this topic.
Well, Mr. Secretary, I'm aware of that. We presented you with questions and requests from this committee that have not been responded to. So we're going to have to continue to pursue that. We will follow closely what happens in that proceeding.
Exactly.
I hope you will provide them with the materials that we hope.
Because at first when they brought him in, before the pictures came out, I had nothing to do with Jeffrey Epstein. I had my daughter and my wife there, all this stuff, blah, 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 blah. Then all of a sudden the pictures came out, and now it's surprise, 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 surprise. Yeah, you got a different song going on, and he's still smiling, even while he's being questioned. Yeah, well, Doug, come on now, could you just give us a regular face and answer the question? We don't believe you. You need more people
to secure here as well. And again, the reason I'm asking this question at this hearing is because we didn't get a response to the letter. No response at all to that earlier letter. The other letter we haven't gotten a response to relates to the issue, as I mentioned, of the U.S. decision, the Commerce Department decision to take a stake, a U.S. government stake in U.S. rare earth, $1.6 billion in federal support. And according to reports, the Rare's own CEO publicly said that this deal originated in a November 20...
I want to stay on Jeffrey Epstein topic with that guy, because that's a whole another thing to get in with. That's the whole another situation to get in with. Let's see what's going on with Hakeem Jeffries. Tell you the truth, he's kind of peed off. I understand why though. You know why? Let me stop, because he uses his hands like probably a little bit more than I do. I try not to use my hands, because when Hakeem Jeffries uses his, he uses his for every word. Me, I'm more of an expressionist. You see, I use it for expression. Right. Let's keep on going, you guys, because we got to get into what's going on with Mr. Hakeem Jeffries here. He's angry at President Trump. He says he has a low IQ, and he strikes back. Let's see what Hakeem Jeffries has in his defense, in defense of what President Trump says about him.
Well, it's an extraordinary insult, but he continues to repeat it. And what's so ironic is that Donald Trump is clearly the dumbest person ever to sit at 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue. But most importantly, Lawrence, this guy and Republicans have completely and totally failed America. They failed on the economy, failed on healthcare, failed on immigration enforcement, and now they've gotten us into a reckless and costly war of choice.
Okay, Hakeem Jeffries calls the U.S. President Donald Trump the dumbest person to live in the White House on MS Now. I guess that was his strike back when President Trump called him a low IQ. Comments come as reaction of being shown a phone interview on CNBC of Trump on Democrat.
I watch this low IQ guy, Hakeem Jeffries. He's a totally low IQ person. And he's always ranting and raving, oh, this war is so terrible.
Hakeem Jeffries went on to call Trump dumb after calling it an extraordinary insult. They're going back and forth, you guys. They're in the ring right now. So yeah, it always happens. You know, sometimes Trump have those mic drops. A lot of times he has certain things that he wants to say. Let's keep on moving forward, you guys. We got to get on over. What are we doing right now? What is this? I want to get into this. What's this? Louisville police officers are doubling their pay as overtime spending becomes a huge concern. Wow, that's pretty crazy right there. Okay, let's see what's going on in Louisville. Anybody out there in Louisville? You know that these police officers are out there doubling their pay? You know anything about that? Well, if not, come on over to Louisville. Let's see what's going on. Louisville, come on.
A violent attack, a delayed police response, and a deeper look into LMPD overtime.
Tonight, they all come together in a WDRB investigation.
So
police swear an oath to protect and serve.
I expected him to kill me that weekend.
But Donna Stukenborg says when she needed LMPD officers most,
I kept trying to think, like, what could I do to stay alive?
They didn't live up to it.
Yeah, I was just screwing my head off trying to get away from him. Yeah, I wanted anybody to come help me.
January 12, 2024.
911.
Neighbors heard her screams around 6 at night.
There's a domestic disturbance in the condo below us.
Her ex-boyfriend, Richard Gregory, was holding her captive with a knife. She had a domestic violence protection order requiring him to stay away, and it wasn't the first time police had been called.
He was here a couple days ago yelling at her, screaming at her. He seems to have taken her phone.
Despite that warning, MetroSafe records show it took nearly 3 hours for an LMPD officer to knock on her door. Stukenborg answered.
Where's he at?
Is he
battered, beaten, and bloody?
He punched me with his fist and then shattered all inside my orbital eye fracture. And then my brain was bleeding.
Nearly 3 hours. Why did it take so long?
And then the reason that you canceled those cars was...
WDRB fought Metro government for 4 months to get this video from the internal investigation. It reveals Sergeant Todd Jenkins called off the first 2 officers sent to her home 10 minutes after neighbors called 911 for help.
Because they were going to end up getting held over.
Because those officers were about to get off work.
The call comes out, and the male and the female are arguing on the steps.
Okay.
I didn't think that was a high priority, even a domestic.
The sergeant assigned him.
He said he heard that it was a call that came out where a man and a woman was arguing on the steps, and he didn't think that that was important. You guys, I know it's not that many people here, but yes, let's still get those likes up. We still got to get them up to let people know that we're over here. 136 is not good. Come on, let's get those likes up. Let's go.
Self to the call, but never went.
I asked her again about the women, and she said there was no trouble at this time, so I didn't feel the need to
question the call.
The rule is it's a high priority call. You can't hold it.
Deeply scrutinized after Stukenborg filed a lawsuit.
I wanted to know why they didn't come help me.
And the spotlight on Jenkins brought something else to the surface. The sergeant who called officers off because of quitting time made more in overtime than anyone else in LMPD.
You need to look at, is there a correlation between things like this, violations of operating procedures, and the amount of overtime that officers are working?
WDRB reviewed 3 years of city payroll records. Jenkins was the highest paid person in LMPD in 2024. He made $294,000 that year, nearly triple his salary, $176,000 in overtime, more than the chief and the command staff. And he's not alone. Between 2023 and 2025, 17 officers more than doubled their pay with overtime. 170 made at least 50 grand in OT last year alone.
I would love if we had a fully staffed police department and this wasn't an issue we had to talk about. That'd be great.
Union President John Ramsey points to the officer shortage. LMPD down to reported 300 officers, even as the city's homicide rate declines.
We're making sure that the streets are safe, that officers have adequate backup, and that's why you're seeing an uptick.
Overtime's up across the board in the police department, costing taxpayers $66 million in the last 3 years. The highest earners average upwards of 70 to 80 hours a week, some 16-hour days, going weeks with no days off at all.
That's terrible right there, because it seems like now what they're trying to do is say because they're doing all of that overtime, when they call them and they need them to do something, they can just be like, oh, we're about to get off. They need to start breaking that time up so other people can actually be there to serve and protect and not use, oh, I worked overtime, so I'm getting off. Got to keep on looking forward into this story, you guys. It's a long story. I got to honestly tell you, it's not going to end right now on today's episode. We got to keep on moving forward. Again, we're going to be following up same way we always do. Trending topics, current events, much, much more. We got to get on over to where we're going right now. Elizabeth Warren. She questions and wants to know what's going on with the finances and the potential Epstein connection to the next person who's going to be taking over the Fed. Let's keep on moving forward, you guys. Let's see what's going on with this one right here. What we got right here? Where you at? There you go. What's his name again? They didn't even actually. Let's go.
That, but I have very
core of the credibility that is her.
Could you answer my question, please? I ask. You have $100 million in undisclosed assets, and what I'm asking is, are any of those with this outfit that invests in companies affiliated with President Trump or his family, companies that have facilitated money laundering, Chinese-controlled companies, or financing vehicles set up by Jeffrey Epstein? It's a yes or no question.
Senator, I have worked tirelessly with the ethics officials at the Office of Government Ethics.
And you have not
come to an ethics agreement with them
and
have agreed, Senator, to sell all of my financial assets, including the Duquesne assets.
Are you refusing to tell us if you have investments, for example, in vehicles set up to advance Jeffrey Epstein? Is that what you're telling us? You just won't tell us?
Senator, what I'm telling you is that those assets that you represent at Juggernaut will be sold if I'm confirmed before I take office and sign the oath of office.
Let me follow up on that. Will you at least disclose how you plan to disclose and divest these secret assets? I'm sure you understand that the public might question your motives if, for example, billionaire Stanley Druckenmiller, who you honored in your opening statement, and who makes a living guessing what the Fed will do next, cuts you a massive check for $100 million as you take the oath of office to become the new Federal Reserve Chair.
Senator, as you know, it sounds like your fight might not be with me, but the Office of Government Ethics. I have come to full agreement with them and have agreed to divest all of those assets,
I'm asking
especially
you a very
those that you
straightforward
referenced
question,
before I
Mr.
take the oath of office.
And that is, will you disclose how you divest those assets, or will you just collect the check for $100 million from someone whose whole business is betting on what the Fed will do?
As I said to the ethics officials at the Federal Reserve and the Office of Government Ethics,
I'll take that as a no as well.
I would be redeeming my
So
assets
Donald
before I
Trump
take
has
office.
made clear that he does not want an independent Fed. In fact, he has said, and I quote, "Anybody that disagrees with me will never be Fed chairman." And he's made clear that you are his sock puppets, saying last week that interest rates will drop, quote, "when Kevin gets in." Yeah, I think they do. Not when economic conditions change, we'll get lower rates. Not when the economy needs it. Nope. He said, when my guy, Kevin Warsh, is in there, we'll get the interest rates that I, Donald Trump, wants. So independence takes courage. Let's check out your independence and your courage. We'll start easy. Mr. Warsh, did Donald Trump...
Okay, let's keep on going. I can't keep on letting you go. I gave y'all enough, and you know how I do it over here. I try to give everybody fair ground, fair talking time. What you guys got to say about that? Waiting for. I claim my time, idiots. I think I'm probably the loudest. LOL. Term limits for everyone. That's right. Level the government. They're fake Indian. Pocahontas. There you go. Right, Edwin Bryan. Right. Good morning, Boogotti. Starts gathering in segments at 2 a.m. 7 days a week, at least. That's right, the least everyone can do from this channel to show some love. If you're enjoying the content, thank you bunches in advance. That's right, you guys see what's going on with Kendra. She's trying to let you guys know to get those numbers up because we got much more to get into. I don't know how this happened, and I'm feeling very sad about it, but we got a tragedy going on in Florida. That happened in Florida, you guys. And it's not me going there looking for it. It just happened to happen. And it's very sad. A family is at a loss right now because they lost someone that they really cared for, and someone that was a very big staple and a major point in their family. We got this baseball player who was arrested in a Dills Nedley, Florida hit and run crash. You got to be careful, you guys, especially when you're riding next to these big rigs, because you never know. All it takes is one thing, one little turn and one little twist at a high rate of speed to cause tragedy for everybody. Got to let you guys see this story out here coming out of Florida. This guy, baseball player, young guy, 18 years old. He's part of the Red Sox, if anything. I think that's the Red Sox, actually, who actually turned him in when they found out what happened with his car. Check this out, you guys. Might be the Braves. I'm not sure. Let me see. Let me make sure with this one.
Baseball player is behind bars in Manatee County, charged in yesterday's hit and run on I-75 that killed a semi-truck driver, a 34-year-old father of four. 18-year-old Jonathan Matos Morales, a minor leaguer in the Atlanta Braves organization, is charged with vehicular homicide and leaving the scene of a deadly crash. The Florida Highway Patrol says it was actually the team that turned him in last night. As the investigation continues, Fox 13's Kimberly Quizon spoke with the victim's grieving family, who says he had a heart of gold.
Judy Thomas can't believe her son is gone.
Hard work is the breadwinner.
By phone from her new Smyrna home, Thomas told me Stavion Albert Facey lived for his family, including his 4 children.
Nobody can call on him. He's a kind-hearted person.
Her son worked to build a better life, becoming a truck driver, saving up and purchasing his own rig, while starting a business with his cousin. On Monday morning, Thomas says her son headed out on I-75 around 6 a.m., carrying a load on a semi with his cousin following behind. About half an hour later, she received a call that changed everything.
They tried to save the vehicle and they flipped right over.
Troopers say 18-year-old Jonathan Mateos Morales of Cocoa, Florida, was recklessly driving and caused a chain reaction crash that took Facey's life. Dashcam footage captured Mateos Morales taking off after the crash. After releasing the video, Trooper Ken Watson says they immediately got a phone call.
The Atlanta Braves organization contacted the Florida Highway Patrol advising that they may have found that vehicle within their complex.
The 18-year-old had been signed with the Atlanta Braves minor league system as a catcher. He was arrested after troopers arrived.
It would not be this serious had the driver remained on scene. He would not be looking at possibly going to prison.
Where do you stay when you're not at the complex?
My girlfriend's house.
Which is where?
Tuesday afternoon, Mateus Morales appeared in jail, facing charges of vehicular homicide and leaving the scene of the crash.
He is and comes from a family of very limited means.
An attorney said he has no past criminal history. He asked for a $50,000 bond. The judge set it at $200,000.
The lives of two families have been forever altered, and the Florida Highway Patrol says it's beyond tragic and something everyone can learn from.
Mistakes can be made. They are worse when we try to cover them up.
From Manatee County, Kimberly Quizon, Fox 13 News.
18 years old.
The Atlanta Braves say Matos Morales has since been released from the team, and they are fully cooperating with the investigation.
Yeah, you guys, families crushed over that situation right there. And I don't even think that they give them enough when they do catch them. Thank you so much, Shannon, for the $20 super chat. My dream fantasy is that our political, judicial, and educational systems get a complete reset to be more compatible with current times. There we go. No lobbyists, all individuals running for a public position and get the same budget. Yeah, that's a good idea, but we're not going back to those days. I'm so sorry about that. We won't be going back to those days. But everybody, how about showing some love for the super chat? We appreciate that so much. It goes towards premium. It's going towards Verizon. And now, over at Discord, we're Nitro. So we're going to be looking real good over there. And you guys can start doing video chat and all sorts of things over there because we're Nitro. Let's keep on moving forward, you guys. We got a lot more to get into. Sad situation right there. And guess what? We can't get up out of here until we pray for the family. I want to pray for the mother and the grandmother, as well as anyone who has been hurt in this situation over in Atlanta with the Braves, this player, and with the person that lost their lives. I want to try to send our love to the family, as well as strength, good measure, and hopefully they get through this tragic time together. There's a few children that are going to be hurt behind this, both of his children, as well as his cousin, who was his business partner. So it's going to be hard for them to get over this, but we're praying for you over here at Our Bottom Line. Amen. Terrible situation, you guys. Let's keep going. See what I got over here. So make sure I'm not off when it comes down to what I'm sending out. Okay, what we got over here? Oh, time to get into it. It's about time. And I told you guys this. I'm not trying to say I told you so, but then again, I am trying to tell you I told you so. When I said the thing about the artist David, first thing I asked you guys was, what was he doing with a 14-year-old in the first place? Yeah, DV4D. What are you doing with a 14-year-old in the first place? As a matter of fact, when he met her, she was 13. That's what she said. That's exactly what she did say. Now, my question is this. Before it got to anything, who was watching out for her? How did this actually come about? And now, come to find out, I think he was trying to cover up the fact that she was about to tell that they were in a relationship. And he didn't want that to happen because he was starting to do good when it came down to music. We just put it out there the way that they're saying it. Let's go, you guys. So basically, they're calling this an attempted cover-up.
Is one that has made international headlines. And this afternoon, we're hearing from ABC's Alex Stone. He's had some unique insights from the LAPD about this case. And Alex, again, thank you so much for joining us. Let's talk more about the motive prosecutors and police laid out today. They made it pretty clear why they think this crime was carried out.
Some people are saying, where was her parents? I want you guys to really look into the parents and look at their relationship as well before I start making comments about it, because I don't want people to start blaming me for stuff. But there's a couple of situations, and I'm going to put it out there like this. Loving home where they really love the daughter. Bad home where she don't really want to be there, running out of there and getting out of there as much as she possibly can. I don't got too many of them that I can put on that. So you guys, y'all pick your poison and then y'all figure it out, because that's what they're saying. One of those is the reason, possibly. Let's go.
Absolutely, Colleen, that according to investigators and what was revealed today, and something that had not been known until today, is that LAPD detectives believe that this was the murder was a way for David Burke to keep Celeste Rivas quiet.
I don't believe the selling part, but I believe the first part. The first part, 55, I believe that part.
They are saying that because she was about, at a time when he was beginning a world tour, when his fame was going up, he was doing interviews on media really around the world, but here in the U.S., his music was getting tens of millions of streams on Spotify and elsewhere, that he was on his way up and that he wanted to keep her quiet and not reveal a relationship that had been going on between the two of them.
Yes, let's get those numbers up. You guys see it right there. We can do much, much better than this. We got 124 likes. I know we can. Let's see if we can get up to 200, you guys. I know we can do better than that. You guys don't want these keychains and these decals? I already told you what's going down today. I got 6 and 6 on it. All you guys gotta do is put 5 on it. Whoever's here, go ahead and tap those likes and get those likes up, because I'm going to be sending out 6 of our bottom line keychains to random people who send me their addresses and the email address, and 6 people will be receiving 6 decals. So that's 12 pieces coming out. All you got to do is send your address over. If you guys want to get decals, had a load going out yesterday. We got much. Matter of fact, I think that's our last right there. That's what I just said. I went through and I found 6 more. So 6 and 6, that's going to be the last of those runs right there. Let's go, y'all.
And she was underage, under 14 years old, and that this was a way to keep that relationship quiet that she was going to expose. Now, again, this is the allegation. His side here at court just a few minutes ago saying that they contend he had nothing to do with this, that he was not the cause of her death, and that they will be able to prove it. And they're saying, let's move quickly, let's have open hearings, that they want to put it all out publicly.
Okay, well, now let's go deeper into the timeline of what we know that was revealed today. Investigators now believe Rivas Hernandez had been dead for many months before her body was found.
Yes.
So why was it found inside of his vehicle is my question. Why was it found in his vehicle? Answer that question for me.
It reported, Colleen, early on that they knew it had probably been weeks based on the condition of her body when it was found in that front trunk of the Tesla. But today we got a much better timeline on what they were able to put together. April 23rd is a date that they are saying that she disappeared, and they think that she was murdered at that point. That is also the day that tickets for his world tour went on sale. So all of this coincides with the allegation of something happening in his life that would be moving on up, and something that could hold him down, and that they claim that the motive is there. But then on May 5th, the allegation from prosecutors that is when her body was mutilated. Again, it was dismembered in the front trunk of that Tesla, that they argue it was mutilated on May 5th. But all that time, from at least May 5th, if not April 23rd, until she was found in September, the allegation is she was dead.
Such a lengthy investigation. Okay, Alex, thank you so much. Alex, done with...
And my question is, how come every song he do, every video he do, he got that red stuff all on his shirt all the time? What's going on with that? Blindfolding yourself and all of that. What's going on with that, David DV4D? Want to pray for the soul of Celeste Rivas Hernandez, who nobody always says, and we hope that your family is holding together in this, and we hope that they get to the bottom of it. Let's see. Let's keep on going, you guys. Amen. Because now we got some good news to report, but it's a little bit questionable when it gets to the end of the story. I'm gonna let you guys tell me what you think. You guys are smart. You're gonna start calling things out at this point. Remember the 17-year-old. She had a set of twins, 2 boys. Remember yesterday the grandmother was crying out because she wanted them to come home. For some reason, I always said it in my mind, you know what? I think the father probably came and scooped her up and was about to go somewhere and thinking about probably taking them or something like that. But I just didn't say it. But you know what? Seems to be possibly what happened. Let's get on over to Dalton. We got an exclusive. After the missing teen turns up, the family says that the ordeal is still not over. So yeah, the kids are back. The 2 twins are, the set of twins are back. 17-year-old is back. But of course the grandmother has questions. She should have had questions before they had twins.
A lot of concern for a lot of people. It's the case of the missing babies, and it created a lot of attention. The grandmother believes that the focus on her twin grandsons got to be too much for the person responsible, and that's why they were found.
I'm happy, Mama. They home. They safe. Like, what if I never saw them?
It was the best outcome for Ashley Atkinson. She panicked when she woke up Sunday morning, looked in the crib, and her 1-month-old twin grandsons were gone, along with her 17-year-old daughter. She suspected the 3 were with an older man.
She's only 17. And from what I've been told, she met the man when she was 16.
How? Where was you at? Now I'm going there since the kids is back. Let's do it.
And overall, basically, she was lured out of the home.
How? Where was you at?
At after 2 in the morning. I was just afraid that he was going to take them all and I would never see them again.
She went to the authorities. Police issued a missing persons alert and circulated photos of the twins, Jalen and Jaden, and their mother, Zaria. Activist Andrew Holmes hit the streets looking for them. Within 24 hours, Zaria and her sons allegedly were dropped off on a street corner in Chicago. She found her way to a police station. The man with her was not identified, but the grandmother was told he had a criminal record.
So you couldn't give her Uber, car fare, nothing. She got two babies, two little ones, and you drop her off at the corner by a precinct?
That's my biggest concern. My biggest fear that he may find another young lady or a young girl that's maybe struggling in life or going through something or identity crisis and prey on the young and take their baby too. You never know who's next.
She believes quick action made the difference.
And I just feel like if I didn't say nothing, I stood quiet, that we wouldn't have gotten back as fast as we did. So I'm just very grateful for everybody. And you too. And your crew for showing up and being speedy and putting this out there, because I feel like if we were took any longer, they wouldn't have been found.
Well, the babies passed their medical checkups. The man with her daughter and grandsons is not charged with a crime.
And why haven't they charged him? I saw you mentioned he was much older.
He apparently is much older, and this is the person that Ashley believes was with them.
Okay.
We don't know that she saw them all together. She just believes that that is the man who got her to get out of the house and take the babies, because she had a discussion with her daughter about having a father in their life. She wanted to go be with the father of her babies.
Oh, okay.
But we don't know whether that was the person who picked her up or dropped her off. But apparently someone just dropped her on a street corner and she found her way herself.
So the investigation continues there, but how are mom and babies doing? Where are they now?
Oh, well, the babies are doing pretty well, we hear. They are checked at the hospital, but they are not with grandma right now. They were placed with another family member. Everybody's got to do a little healing, and the daughter, she's not in trouble.
All right. Tony, thank you.
You're welcome.
Oh, that's a lot going on over there, but you know what? That's your dealings. That's their family and what they got going on. All I can say is let's be happy that the baby is back, and the babies are back and they're safe. That's how you got to look at it. You can't worry about the situations of everybody and how they're dealing with stuff. You know what you do? Just be happy that they're safe. Thank God that they're back and the grandmother's happy and they're good. Amen. Amen. Thank you so much for get those likes up, you guys. You see what Brian King is saying? Brian King Falcone. That's a serious name right there. He says, get those likes up. You hear what he says? Don't make him have to send those people knock on your door. Brian King don't play. Let's keep on going, you guys. Let's get on over to Milwaukee, where a husband and wife have been accused of stealing over $400,000 from a Masonic lodge. Just keep on going, you guys. You can't keep nothing safe nowadays, huh? Churches, lodges, hospitals. Woo! Get the money, y'all. Cash rules everything around me. Green, get the money. Dollar bill, y'all.
To other stories now, a husband and wife are accused of stealing nearly $500,000 from a Whitefish Bay Masonic Lodge and spending the money on personal expenses.
Our Boogottinyc explains how prosecutors say it happened and unraveled. A crane towers over the corner of Lake Drive in Silver Spring as workers build Sendik's grocery store expansion. And tucked away on the other side is a parking lot, what was once the home of George Washington's 1776 Masonic Lodge. Over the years, it hosted community events like Easter egg hunts. This past fall, it was torn down. The lodge sold the property to Sendik's for $2 million. Part of the sale was Lodge Secretary and Treasurer Tyler Christopete.
Phoenix, Wisconsin versus Tyler Christopete.
On Friday, Christopete and his wife, Katie, appeared in a Milwaukee County courtroom. Both were given $10,000 signature bonds.
I think the amount of money here that's allegedly been stolen is significant, so I think that's appropriate.
Prosecutors
they got it. That's the same thing I told homeboy in court. You know, he tried to say, well, you know, I don't think I can pay that because of hardship. You should have seen your boy. I'm talking about, I acted it out so beautiful. He's sitting over there. I'm sitting over there. I'm in a courtroom like this. He looks at the judge and says, well, Your Honor, I don't think I'm going to be able to pay all that because of hardship. He go, Boogotti. And I don't want to be too extra in court. Well, didn't you make $25,000 off for the accident? And then the judge was like, oh, all you saw was papers start shifting. The judge was just moving papers. And then the guy was like, oh, you know what? Maybe we can talk. I said, yeah, maybe we can. Yeah. Don't play with your boy. Everybody, you got a problem with somebody, don't argue with them. If they owe you money, take they behind the small claims court. Hopefully, you'll be able to get your money. Because let me tell you, you could win, but the hardest part is actually getting your money. How about that? Don't be congratulating until the check comes. Let's keep on going, you guys.
Charged the Mosquito couple with conspiracy to commit theft and launder the money. Of the $2 million sale of the Masonic Lodge property, $675,000 went into a lodge account. Prosecutors say just days after the closing, the money started flowing into the Christopete's own accounts, totaling more than $470,000. Buying Mercedes,
they lucky they caught it before they got it all.
Benzes, paying back personal family loans, and tens of thousands of dollars in card and wire transactions. Tyler Christopete was removed as secretary and treasurer this past March, but filings show money continued to flow into the couple's accounts.
Your boy did the Martin. He said, I'm about to get me a Benzo, sitting on Lorenzo's dog. He was trying to get him a Benzo, you know what I'm saying? He got him a Benzo, and then he got locked up, and he got to pay all that money back. Watch your head. And that's the face right there. I want you guys to notice the face. He's not in the car right now in the vehicle being arrested and taken. This is the face right here that you have when you like, damn, what did I do? And it's too late, baby, bye-bye. Now's my time. Yeah, baby, it's too late. Come on, y'all, let's get it. Y'all see that face? Screenshot it so you'll never have to look like that. Go ahead and screenshot it. Make it, anytime you're about to do something, just open up that picture and be like, I think I'm going to work. Let's go.
The two were arrested last Monday. In an interview with investigators, filings say Kate...
Now that's the face of concern over there.
Katie Christopete said, quote, they were waiting for something like this to happen, said her husband admitted to stealing from the lodge.
But I think she put him up to it, honestly. She looked like the boss of the family.
Denied knowing the money in her accounts was coming from the lodge, despite bank records showing otherwise.
I think the complaint details at some length a statement given by this defendant about her sort of...
Talking about she ain't know nothing about the money. I bet you took some of it and did some stuff with it too, didn't you?
Lack of knowledge of what was transpiring, which is totally belied by the objective evidence in the records.
The couple is due back in court this week and, if convicted, could spend more than a decade in prison. Bill Miston, Fox 6 News.
Bill, thank you. And that's not the only legal trouble they're facing. The Wisconsin Freemason Grand Lodge is suing the couple to prevent them from liquidating assets they have, seeking more than $1 million in money the lodge cannot account for. In the meantime, the couple's attorneys are not commenting.
But you got a purple bike or something? What's up with that jacket, that shirt you got on? That shirt is kind of hot, you know what I'm saying? With that lipstick. Looking kind of nice there, huh? That purple representing for your boy. I like that violet looking color there. Yeah.
Tell the stories.
They ain't going to be able to drive their Benzo no more. I tell you that. Whatever Benzo they got, whatever bags they got, whatever they paid for, I'm sure it's going to be liquidated. They're going to probably sell all that. Then they're going to have to pay back whatever they got. Probably going to deplete all of their funds. They're going to probably be paying that back for a long time. Because if it was me, I'd say, you know what, Judge, let them just keep on paying it back. No problem. I'll take it slow. Rather have something than nothing. Let's keep on moving forward, you guys. Have you heard about what happened over at Woodbury Commons? Yeah, Woodbury Commons. Got a new video right here that shows the Gucci store getting it. Oh boy, they was doing their thing up there. You never would expect something like that to happen at maybe a wholesaler or maybe like a common store like that. But yeah, check this out, you guys. I want you guys to see this right here. Yeah, let me ask you guys a question. You appreciating the content that you're getting right there, that you're seeing right now? Because if so, we need you guys to go ahead and let us know by subscribing to the channel. Hit that notification bell down there so that you know when we're on. And boy, I've been promising you guys this for a whole week now, probably about 2 weeks. But I had to make sure that I had the right thing set up for you. And I hope you're going to be able to take it. That's right. We got people in here that know about health and wellness. We always look at things as far as our gardening. We always look at areas as far as our foods, different brands and things like that that may have carcinogens and things like that can lead to cancer. But guess what? You guys forgot about. I keep on telling you, there's another part of health and wellness that you forgot about. What part is that? That's the self-defense. Because if you can't defend yourself, or at least know what to do when you need to defend yourself, you're not going to be too healthy and you're not going to be too well. So at least let's try to learn that out. Today, we're going to have to teach you guys a little bit of defense in the areas to make sure that you know where to strike. It's not coming from me, it's coming from the right people. And hey, don't take this stuff personal. It's not coming from me. Don't get mad at me. We're getting up to a good point today. It's going to be nice. You guys are going to love the health and wellness section today. Let's go. Let's keep on moving forward with this topic.
It's very common to hunt for deals, not to watch people clean out a designer store. But that's exactly what happened here last week. New video given to News 12 shows suspects rushing through the Gucci store, grabbing handbags, smashing glass, and running out in the middle of the day. This is a story we first told you about on Monday, and some people online are already weighing in, telling us they've seen similar shoplifting at the outlets before. Longtime shopper Stephanie Dolchik says she was surprised to see how it happened.
But I just find it odd, like from your video that you posted, why was the door open? Because usually the door is locked.
Woodbury Police and Outlet Management haven't said how security is supposed to be handled, but police say 4 people, 3 men and a woman, stole more than a dozen handbags worth about $30,000 last Thursday and got away. The employee who shared this latest video didn't want to go on camera, but says these incidents happen more than people might realize and tipped us off to other cases. Woodbury police say some of those reports check out, including an attempted burglary at Balenciaga last week and a separate incident at Bottega last year. In Central Valley, Orange County, Blaze Gomez, News 12.
They're just going in there and taking what they want, and at this point, I guess they look at it like, hey, we can't afford it, we just taking it. And then what they gonna do, sell it on Marketplace, go outside and try to hawk the bag? I don't know. Craziness going on out there. And if you guys notice, you seen that employee tried to fight and hold back, and the other employee say, come on over here. Let them deal with that, you guys. Let them deal with it. I'm sure they got insurance for their $30,000 worth of stuff. Hey, sad situation going on out there. I think people need to learn how to get a job at this point. Stop doing stuff like that. I remember when I used to go to Brandeis. Guess what? The worst thing that they ever did was put a store on the corner where Brandeis was at. Because that's exactly what the kids would do. They would all go in and grab clothes and run straight down the street to 86th Street into the train station. Once they get on the train, guess what they be doing? Splitting up sizes, splitting up sizes, splitting up sizes. A couple of months later, the Gap changed locations. Let's keep moving forward, you guys. Let's go. It's going over to Brooklyn's in the house, and oh my God, and if I can make it there, I'll make it bum bum. Anywhere, it's up to you, New York, New York. Especially when it comes down to deed theft. This is a very serious situation right here, you guys. There's people out there trying to take your house. They're trying to take your apartment, not only your apartment, but the place that your parents or your people have fought for and paid for so long. Be careful when it comes to deed theft. It's not just happening in one place, it's happening all over. Let's get on over where we got this fighter that's fighting for her deed and trying to keep her place. Yeah, imagine somebody just coming over to your house, putting a wedge in your lock and just boop, 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 trying to change your locks from outside. Talking about, no, we now own this property that you inherited from your father that he paid for. Check this out, you guys. Be careful out there because this is the new scheme that they're up on, and you're not getting a lot of help from you know who. It's kind of like you got to deal with it by yourselves. So we had a group of people in Brooklyn that wound up standing and sitting in front of their units so that people couldn't come and try to take it.
All day on Tuesday, neighbors, activists, and family members have been at this home, they say, to protect it as part of a larger movement that can be summed up in 3 words. Stop deed theft. It's on a sign at this brownstone on Jefferson Street, and in order to be true to those words regarding the home her family's owned for 3 generations, Carmela Charrington has paid a big price. It's just like bananas. William McFadden talks about his mother, who owns the multifamily home, who's now in jail on Rikers Island. The reasons are complicated, but according to her family, it's the latest chapter in her ongoing fight to save her home from deed theft.
Now you know it got to be serious if you wound up saying, you know what, I'm fighting this hard, lock me up, because I'm not going for it. It must be the last ditch effort.
You first met Carmela Charrington last year.
All parties did not do legally what they were supposed to do.
She was helping another Brooklyn resident keep his home from alleged deed theft after she successfully fought this. A developer called the 227 Group tried to change her locks and seize her property last year. We've not been able to reach the developer, but Charrington disputed them and won, arguing in court that she had control of the property granted to her by her father, whose name is on the deed, and for whom she has power of attorney and provides care for him at this home. However,
I shouldn't have to wake up to a row of officers outside saying, you know, we need to come in and we're going to come and search the whole house.
He's talking about this scene on Tuesday morning where sheriff's deputies were called to the home in search of Charrington's father, who was not at home at the time. His grandson and baby great-grandson were there, as was a cousin who took the photo. It all may result in an eviction, but both activists and the family say they're staying put.
We hope that she can just come home and just enjoy.
They're not getting in. They're not getting in. I have to protect my home.
The big issue, that grandfather has his name on the deed here and on a property in Atlanta, and there's an ongoing legal dispute. As for Ms. Charrington, her family and activists hope to get her out of jail by Wednesday.
So because he owned two properties, what's going on with that?
Which may be the same day that there is a potential eviction. We will definitely stay on top of this story as it continues to unfold. Reporting from Bed-Stuy, Brooklyn, I'm James Ford, Pix 11 News.
Yeah, guys, deed theft, and they doing it on the internet. There's many different ways that they going about it. You guys got to be careful, especially with the elderly. I keep on telling you guys, and make sure that they're paying their taxes, because that's a whole nother way to lose your property. People that let the taxes build up. Next thing you know, they pay them taxes, and you got a lien. And next thing you know, they're taking the property. You guys have to be careful and be very on point, because a lot of times the elderly, they forget about things, or they don't have the money to pay for things. I lost property like that myself. And a lot of the family members, I got to tell you guys the truth. Let some of those grandkids get onto some of that property. If you parents can't deal with it, let the grandkids know what's going on. Don't just let these properties and these things go to waste when they can actually use it and stay there and have value in their lives. The goal is to leave something back for the grandkids, not to just let everything get messed up. You may have a situation where your aunt is telling you, oh, we didn't pay the taxes on something. Okay, I'll help out, no problem. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of times they don't want to tell you because they don't want you to be a part of this stuff. I know how family is. Yeah, next thing you know, property gone, and you wondering, what happened to granddaddy's house? Yeah, because y'all wasn't paying the taxes. Y'all was trying to do other stuff. Let's keep on moving forward, you guys. We got other situations going over here in Hollywood, Miami. Oh yeah, you think I don't know what I'm talking about. I done dealt with stuff like that. Or the daughter or the brother trying to take everything because the person is gone now. We know about it, and we've all dealt with it. That's a whole nother episode, you guys. You know what I'm talking about. Let's get on over to Hollywood, where an electric wheelchair decided to just boom, boom, boom. Imagine you buy a wheelchair for a friend or somebody that you know that needs one. I'm going to get you an electric wheelchair. You go to the secondhand shop, and next thing you know, you buy it. But something tells you, be careful, because that thing's ticking when you charge it up. And next thing you know, luckily, you think with your head. You guys, this is how we need to always be over here. Make sure you're always paying attention to anything that you plug up, especially if it has a lithium battery. Trust me, be careful.
Fire indeed. That was the moment an electric-powered wheelchair exploded right in the driveway of a Hollywood home. The homeowner says the wheelchair was inside her house minutes before.
Yeah, some incredible images there. NBC6's Nico Clemens is live in Hollywood with more. Nico, this was a close call for the homeowner, and you spoke with that homeowner.
I did. We'll hear from her in a moment, but let me go ahead and show you this.
Imagine if somebody was sitting in that chair.
Right here is the chair. It is destroyed. And then right back there, that is where she left it. The homeowner says This chair could have, I don't know,
8 seconds later, it exploded into just a ball of fire.
she had seconds to get as far away as she could.
I couldn't believe it. I really couldn't believe it exploded in that manner and with that amount of force. I've never seen anything like it.
Alexandra Anaya says she woke up Sunday morning and heard a clicking noise coming from the Zinger Power wheelchair she recently bought from a thrift store.
It was the clicking. That's what separated me from going back to bed or investigating.
Anaya says she put her hand on the battery and it was hot. So she went to Google.
It said imminent danger. Put it on cement or somewhere where other things won't catch on fire.
Anaya brought the wheelchair to her driveway.
I figured this is the furthest point away.
She stared at it for a couple seconds.
I heard it hiss first before it exploded, and that's why I turned to run.
Anaya says pieces of the wheelchair hit her in the back as she ran inside. Fire! Fire! Anaya's sister was also inside the house. They're thankful.
Today, and have been just being grateful out loud, talking to the big man, just thanking him I still have a house.
Somebody said that's what happens when you buy a wheelchair of Temu. Somebody said if she can run, she don't need no wheelchair. The batteries are wild. I've only, y'all crazy. Hot Wheels, hello from South Carolina. That's crazy. Wow, Angels, yes, she's smart about it. Yeah, we watch all of the most current news and respect all views in here. Our goal is civil discourse. Happy Thursday, fam. That's right, you guys. What y'all think about that? Somebody said Hot Wheels.
I'm not homeless, and I got my sister, and we're not hurt.
Anaya hopes by sharing her story and sharing this video, she can prevent this from happening to someone else.
Don't leave this stuff charging while you're not home. When you go to work, everything, the weed whacker, the vacuum, all that stuff on the counter, the laptop that's on the bed, don't leave those stuff there.
From now on, you can bet she's going to be like this in the house. Click, 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 click. She's going to go in the kitchen and be like, why is that on? Click, 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 click. Nothing is going to be on in this lady's house. Trust me.
So this was a lithium battery, and Anaya says she was charging the wheelchair overnight, but Hollywood Fire Rescue, they're now giving you some lithium battery safety clips, or tips rather, including use a correct charger. Anaya says, unfortunately, she was using a different charger. And make sure you're not charging these lithium batteries and walking away. Make sure you stay there to watch it, keep an eye on it. We did reach out to the company of this wheelchair. We'll let you know if we hear back from them. Nico Clemens, NBC6 News.
Wow, I think they're gonna try to tell her that she's liable for that, because they saying that she used a different charger than what came with that's what came with the chair. You guys, you're only gonna see exclusives like that right here on Our Bottom Line. That's why we like to tell you guys to hit the like button. We explain as well. What does YouTube do when you hit that like button? They send up a signal that says, hey, they got a pretty good show going on over there. You guys might want to see it. And then next thing you know, boom, 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 boom. People run up over here and say, oh my God, it is a good show. Who is that guy? Whoa, this chat is cool. I like it in here. This chat is cooler than the host. Yeah, that's how they feel about you guys. They love you all. And I love you too. Let's go ahead and double tap that screen and get those likes up if you appreciate the content that you're seeing right now. If you haven't subscribed already, what are you waiting for? And if you're a big spender, hey, big spender, spend a little dollars on us. It costs a whole $2.99 to become a member at Our Bottom Line. See us every single day. Hit that notification bell down there so that you know we're on. Come on, you guys. Let's keep on moving. We got to go over to Chadwick. I figured that this might, the last story might justify this next story coming up. Some of you guys may think I'm mean for this, but when you hear about what he did, you won't feel that way at all. You see how that chair is right there? Could have been a different situation with somebody sitting in there, right? Well, guess what? All I'm going to say is Florida. We're staying. Chadwick, Mr. Scott Wallen, step to the front of the stage, please, because you're about to get bzzz. Yeah, it's time, buddy. They had you sitting on D-roll for long enough. You're not Snoop Dogg. You're not Tupac. It's time for you to go ahead and go on over to the other side, especially for the crime that you committed. Let's keep on moving forward, you guys, because finally somebody in Florida, it's time. I don't know if they're going to try to do a stay, but yeah, Chadwick, gotta go.
On this Tuesday afternoon, The final appeal for Chadwick Willesee has been denied. That man now set to be executed at 6 o'clock tonight, Florida State Prison near Stark. He was convicted of burning his neighbor alive in a brutal case out of Palm Bay in 1990, convicted of killing his neighbor, and now going to be executed tonight, the 5th Florida execution of 2026. Joining us live now to talk about this case is the lead investigator on this case all those years ago, George Santiago, a retired homicide detective with the Palm Bay Police Department. Joining us live now via Zoom. George, we appreciate you joining us here on Florida Live.
Well, thank you for having me.
I first want to get your thoughts and reaction to the execution set tonight for a man convicted in a case that now stems back, 36 years just about.
Yeah, that's a long time. I'm surprised that this tonight is actually going to happen. This event's going to actually happen. I've been retired for like 12 years now. And I don't think too much about Chad too often. And then I was told the news that he was going to be executed. I read it back on the newspaper. Nobody told me it. I felt a little sad for him, but you know, for what he did, he certainly deserves it. And sometimes justice comes looking for you, and today's his day.
What still stands out to you about this case all these years later? I know you said it's not often that you think about it, but I would imagine in your decades there at Palm Bay Police that this is a case that there are still probably things that stand out to you.
Just the manner of the way he killed her. You know, he breaks into her house, he knows her schedule, their neighbors, and she just happened to come home for lunch that day, and she surprised him. He ends up hitting her with probably an iron or some other blunt instrument that puts her down. He tries to strangle her with a cord from the iron, and that's not working. And he duct tapes her and drags her into a spare bedroom and proceeds to pour gasoline all over her and sets her on fire. Based on the evidence, you can tell she was still alive while she was being burned. And I think that bothers me the most, you know. He's trying to cover up his tracks, set her on fire, set the house on fire maybe. And, but, yeah, and then she had such a large, close family. And when you get to meet the family like that, you work harder and you drove with them. You know, they lost the matriarch of their family.
I wanted you guys to see that story and see why I said what I said, because sometimes people be like, oh, why could you be so mean? Why so graphic? He was mean, he was graphic, and look who he took away from their family. Definitely want to pray for her. I'd like to pray for her family, and I'm hoping that they gain some closure from this time. Hope that they're feeling that they got some justification. They'll never be able to get their daughter back, their sister back, their aunt back, and the mother back as well. Think of it like that, or their grandmother back. Think of it like that, you guys. And now justice has been served, and that's it. And sadly, it came to a tragic end like this, when in reality, none of this had to be. I want to pray for the souls, and I want to pray for the family members as well as the children who are probably grown now. And hopefully, yes, you guys getting closure out of this situation. Amen. Let's keep on going, you guys. We got wildfires. Yeah, keep it on the fires. Disrupting the travel There's stranded passengers that have been, now they've been stranded on a train Passengers that are trying to travel by train, now they've been stranded because of wildfires inside of areas in Florida. Check this out, you guys. Yeah, Orlando.
Wildfires, overflowing toilets, and a trip to nowhere.
It's a horrible situation.
Why hundreds of people were trapped on this train for hours. Breaking news, Florida is on fire. Right now, Alachua County is under a state of emergency due to multiple active wildfires. And in Clay and Putnam counties, 2 major fires are burning at this hour, just a few miles apart. Even though there are no major wildfires burning here in the Orlando area, we're feeling the impact. At this hour, Amtrak has hit the brakes on several of its train routes, and one of those trains is halted into land. Thanks for joining us. I'm John Brown.
And I'm Stephanie Ruffamonte. Over 200 passengers were trapped on the tracks for more than 24 hours. Fox 35's Marie Ettinger joins us live from DeLand. Marie, those train passengers were stuck through some really rough conditions.
Yeah, this was 232 passengers.
Thank you so much, Winter Rising. She says, we can see and smell the smoke in lower South Carolina. It was all day yesterday. Yeah, you guys, we got to be careful about that. Look at that. We have wildfire warnings currently in Colorado. Going to be a bad summer everywhere. Too dry. Not enough water. Yeah, not enough.
On this train, and they just had a terrible experience. Many of them told me they aren't able to fly, and now they're worried about the length of time that a bus would take. They just don't know what to do. They don't know how they're going to get home. I feel very trapped.
You don't abandon your passengers. You don't do that.
People on board Amtrak 98, the Silver Meteor, stir crazy after 24 hours on board a train to nowhere.
I'm sorry, I'm emotional.
The train left Miami at 7:05 a.m. Sunday and was supposed to reach New York around 11 a.m. today. Instead, the train ran into a wildfire by the line between Clay and Putnam counties.
You can actually see the smoke and the ash.
I've caught up with them, still on the train in DeLand. Passengers were stuck in the middle of the woods, about a half mile from the nearest station. Toilets overflowed, water and food started running low, people ran out of medication. Paramedics came on board to tend to a woman complaining of chest pains.
It's a horrible situation.
Finally, the train made it back to DeLand, where some people got off. Some met with family members who'd been waiting on them.
Slept in the car with the baby. They camping out.
Amtrak says it'll refund passengers and give them travel vouchers. People I talked with want to know who will refund their hotels and tickets for events they've now missed.
Right.
Others just want to know when they'll get home. A lot of people said they wanted to just hop off the train and hoof it to the nearest station or catch an Uber from wherever they were able to hit the road, but the Federal Railroad Administration says they can face felony charges if they do something like that. So many chose to stay on board. Amtrak says the train 98 that goes from Miami to New York will be back operational tomorrow so far, but those tickets are sold out. Live in Volusia County, Marie Ettinger, Fox 35 News.
Thanks, Marie. Also breaking right now.
All right, let's keep on going, you guys. Let's go. I got more for you guys. I'm sorry about that little hiccup we had. I thought we had that fixed when it comes down to the audio, because someone basically told me that I had to turn something off in my iPhone settings, but apparently that's not the fix. We just got to keep on moving forward, you guys. Let me know if you guys can hear me. Can you hear me now? We've only got 86 from 300. Please hit that. Everyone, we have gifts to give away at 500. Can you guys hear me? Let me know if you guys can hear me very well. Let me know if you guys can hear me, so I can keep on going with the show. Let me keep on going with the show. I'm going to keep on going anyway. We got this woman and dogs who flee the kitchen seconds before a tornado strikes in Minnesota. They're lucky that they left. Yep, thank you so much. I'm glad. Had to flip the mics real quick because sometimes it gets like that. Appreciate you guys. Good, we can still hear. Yes, we can hear you. Thank you so much, Andrew. Sometimes you got to move quick over here. Sometimes when that acts up, see, that's why I need you guys. You got to let me know. I'll just go ahead and change the mics out. That's what I'm going to do from now on. I'm going to take one mic out. All I need is one mic. Boom, boom. All I need is one mic. I'm just going to use one mic. Okay, thank you so much, Ad Rains. Let's get on over here. As this woman, I'm talking about in the nick of time. Woo! If it wasn't for her speedy thoughts and saying, let's get out this kitchen, this living room, I don't know what would have happened. See this right here? I'm going to get this open this all the way up so you guys can see. Pay attention to this wall in this area over here. Check this out.
You can see it happen. A tornado tore through a Minnesota home just seconds after two friends made a daring escape. Thanks for joining us today. That home is trashed, but thankfully those two ladies and the dogs are doing okay. One of the women told our Jeff Wagner she was actually glad she was home when the tornado hit Stewartville.
Sitting with a friend in her kitchen, Julia Batson kept an eye on the radar on her phone until their attention suddenly turned outside.
So as soon as the wind picked up, I'm like, I think we should go head downstairs.
As the women and the dogs hustle into the basement, a tornado is hurtling towards the home. We're showing you her surveillance footage in real time to emphasize how quickly things changed and how the decision to find safety would keep them from getting hurt or worse. A collapsed ceiling and shattered windows landing on the very spot where they sat 30 seconds earlier.
Like, if we didn't have the video footage, we would have never known how close we really were.
A basement camera shows the group rush into the maintenance room.
As soon as we get in there, our ears just kind of popped. Like, the pressure felt really strong in the house.
That's because the house literally got hit by the tornado, y'all, right at that wall.
The damage across the house was extensive. Despite that, Batson was grateful to be there. She and her friend were out to lunch, but came home after learning of the tornado warning.
Honestly, if we hadn't come home, I think our dogs would have been seriously injured, just because I know where they like to hang out by the window on the couch.
And that tornado was one of 5 that hit Minnesota Friday, a few days after another tornado outbreak. On average, there's 1 tornado in April in Minnesota. Across a year, the average is 46.
Y'all be careful out there in Minnesota. Reinforce those homes. Make sure those builders know what they're doing. That was actually a pretty good builder right there, even though it looked kind of flimsy with the 2x4. I mean, what was that? Drywall. Had a little bit of filling there from the ceiling. I can't tell. I'm not over there to tell. But you know what? As long as they got out there safe, that's all that matters. Want to pray for them, and that's some really good, smart thinking. Anytime you see something like that going on, don't ask any questions. Just move it, and thank God for making all of them, making sure that they were safe, and giving them the decision to stay home that day to keep their furry friends and animals alive and safe. Amen. Praise the Lord. That's right, you guys. We got to get on over to Cobb County. We got a missing man who his name is Holmes. Oh no, that's a different one. That's that slick dude right there that tried to take his own brother's identity and sell his house. Oh yeah, he tried to sell his own brother's house. My question is, where's the brother at, and how did this brother know to do this? Does the brother have more skin in the game? Should the brother be investigated because the other brother has not been found yet? We have 2 brothers. One has a house. He maintains his yard. He has fruit, vegetables, just like us. He has vegetables. He brings the vegetables out to his neighbors. Next thing you know, he disappears. All of a sudden, his brother's over at the house. Looks like him, but it's not the same guy. Question is, why did he sell the house? Where's the brother that really owned the house? And are they investigating? Let's keep on moving forward, you guys. I got a nice little detective story that we're about to get into right now. We got these missing men. His home goes up for sale, and the next thing you know, his brother took his identity.
A man is in jail charged with illegally selling his brother's house. Now his brother is missing. You're looking at pictures of the man facing charges and his brother. Channel 2 Cobb County Bureau Chief Michelle Newell is live where this entire investigation began. Michelle, the victim's family raised questions when they found out the house was sold.
That's right. This is a picture of Ted Harris. He owned that house you see behind me, but he vanished. And this is a picture of his brother, Kenneth. He's accused of illegally selling the house. Ted's family told me they haven't heard from him since January, and they say that's not unusual.
How does it feel knowing your neighbor just disappeared?
It's really sad and honestly really scary. On Ponderosa Lane in Cobb County, neighbors know enough about one another to know when something seems off.
Have you seen this man?
Yes, I have.
Julia Davis and her mother know Ted Harris as the friendly neighbor who takes pride in his garden.
He's great. I mean, he brings us his garden, you know, like, because he
Ad
grows
rains.
garden, like veggies and stuff, and he brings us some of his garden.
They noticed Harris stopped keeping up with his yard.
I thought it was odd because he usually mows his lawn.
Then they noticed his house suddenly up for sale.
It looked like it was just like a little for sale sign in the front of the yard right over there, and it was, I don't know, it was just up one day, and shortly after it was down.
Harris's house sold on April 7th. On April 10th, his family filed a missing persons report. The next day, Harris's brother Kenneth was arrested and charged with identity theft and mortgage fraud.
Nah, but he needs to be charged and investigated for that. How did he even know? What's up with the brother? What's going on with him missing person? And how did this fool know that something was going on enough for him to be able to sell his house? What's going on here? Same thing like when I kept telling you guys months ago. Let's stop worrying about Celeste Reeves, the fact that she's no longer alive. Look at the fact that she was underage. That's where you're going to find the person. And that's exactly what happened.
According to the warrant, police say Kenneth negotiated the sale of his brother's home by convincing the buying and selling parties that he was Ted, even showing them Ted's driver's license. Neighbors told me they were just as fooled until they recently learned about Ted's disappearance.
I really think I thought
He
his
didn't
brother
disappear.
was him. I mean, they look a lot alike, and I thought it was him.
They noticed he was closed off.
Have you ever seen this man?
Yes.
And when did you see him?
When he was in the backyard and he was,
I got a question for you guys. I need some help on this. I need to balance this one out. How many people think that the brother got something to do with the missing brother? I'm going thumbs up. If anybody think that he got something to do with it, I want to see a thumbs up. If you think Kenneth got something to do with it, I want thumbs up. If you don't think he have nothing to do with it and just a strange coincidence, let me see the thumbs down. Thumbs up, I will read exactly what's on the side, and whatever you guys add, thumbs down, the same way. I joined Discord early this morning. Thumbs up. Oh, he did something. He got something to do with it, says Coalescive. Oh, yeah, absolutely. Thank you so much. Sam, yeah. Jeffrey, yeah. Probably in the garden. Look at that. Mama knows. Oh, my God. He said he's probably in the garden. You're right. Gotten even better now. His luck got even worse. Absolutely has something to do with it. Miss Keisha says it, too. Robin says it. Talk about deed theft. Yeah, talk about deed theft, huh, Tony? Talk about deed theft, the one that we showed earlier, right? This is it. This is it at an imperial level. Sam Champion says, Butterfly, I look forward to seeing your pictures and what you're doing every day. Uh-oh, Sam Champion. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Somebody in them DMs. Somebody's in them DMs. Next thing you know, Sam gonna take his shirt off for the next workout, y'all. He's gonna be like, yo, Boogotti, put this picture up. I'm gonna be like, trying to get his butterflies over there. Don't worry about it. I'm the perfect hookup man. Ask Casey and Liberty and Justice. Okay. Love, exciting and new. Come aboard. We're expecting you. The love boat. Soon we'll be making another run. I didn't know the show was gonna turn into the love boat because it promises something for everyone. Yeah, they be in that Discord saying, hi, how you doing all day. Let me stop. Let me keep on moving forward. I don't know why I'm going there. Let's get the rest of this story because we're on a serious topic here. Let's go.
doing like the fire.
I'm sorry.
She was just in the backyard all day.
We live right here, and it's just scary. I mean, knowing all that would happen, they need to find him for that family.
And that second victim in this case is the woman who bought the house, but it's not hers because it was considered an illegal sale. It's unclear if she has title insurance. But
so you bought the house. I hope you got some insurance because guess what? It was an illegal sale. You can't keep that house. That's what they're basically trying to say right now. She can't keep the house because of the way that she acquired it.
Considered an illegal sale. It's unclear if she has title insurance, but police say it's important for prospective home buyers to make sure they have that. Lots of questions in this case. Police cannot release information because of the nature of this case. Of course, we'll stay on top of it. Live from Cobb County, Michelle Newell, Channel 2 Action News.
And Michelle, this now affects so many people. I hope they can get some clarity and some answers about what happened. Michelle.
Somebody said something real smart, and I got to listen to him. Somebody said he might be in the garden, y'all. Ooh, I don't want him to be in the garden. Don't say that, but I don't think he's around anymore because like the people said, sometimes when you got people that maintain stuff every day, like y'all already know, Boogotti ain't on at 6 o'clock. There's something going on, especially if the channel's up, right? So y'all going to know what's up. Y'all going to be like, deep, deep, deep. Yo, what's up? Discord, phones, where is he? Y'all already know how people program. So don't try all of that all of a sudden. Oh, he's on vacation and stuff. No. Where is he? Nah, that dude come on every single day. Nah, that's right. We smart over here. We know better. We know better. And you guys, guess what? We love the fact that we love that you come over here. And you know what we also have to do? We still want to pray for the brother in sickness and health, or even if he's in death somewhere, want to pray for him. And hopefully if he's somewhere, hopefully he maybe make it back. Hopefully he can. If not, you know what we're trying to say over here, you guys. We still want to pray for his soul, want to pray for his family and the people that love him. And bro, the one that's in there, you got what was coming to you. Hopefully we'll be able to follow up with this story. And you guys, y'all know how we do it over here. Amen. God bless to everyone that's affected by the situation. Now we got more to get into. We got to go on over to Poland. I love this. We probably couldn't have this in New York because we have psychotic people that'll probably walk up to this thing and just tear it apart. But in Poland, I think this is a fantastic idea. Hopefully we can get something like this in our city. Maybe we can get it where it's locked and it's opened by a code or something like that. Because I feel like it's going to be able to help a lot of people. When we're talking about refrigerators on the streets, that's for public, for the public. Public refrigerators for people in need, focusing on Europe. Check this out, you guys. If we had this in New York, it probably would help a lot of people. But again, got to think about the crazy people as well, and the ones that's running around is probably going to take everything out and sling it on the ground. I've seen a lot of crazy stuff happen, so I'm sorry.
What's this fridge doing on a street corner in central Wrocław, Poland? Turns out it's a charitable project. The fridge contains food available to everyone, free of charge.
These refrigerators are great. Many people are in need. More of them every year.
The good thing is, it's an educational fridge.
Teddy says, I've been to Poland and I loved it. It was lit. I'm going in that case. Poland Spring. Come on, y'all.
Teaches what sharing's all about.
Different Poland.
Jan runs the project, setting up fridges around town. As his attire shows, he believes it's what's on the inside that counts.
Listen up. My name is Jan Piontek. I'm the chairman of the Take and Help Foundation. People aren't defined by their clothes. What matters isn't taking, but giving. That's what makes us happy.
So these two should be very happy. The couple takes some bananas and place beets in the fridge along with bread and soup for someone else to take. Sharing is what makes this charitable project so special.
We drop off something almost.
Man, Jawaka team are pulling up to that joint like, hey, Tyrone, come on, now, pass me all that stuff up out of there. One person gonna take everything and not think about nobody else. Another thing, if you notice, you see they're putting something back. I didn't particularly like what they put back. I mean, beets, okay. You took some bread and some stuff and you left some beets back. Okay, but that's how it goes. You take something and you put something back.
Every day. We don't always take something, of course. But sometimes we grab some lunch because it's so convenient.
Poles have a big heart. We'd rather drop off food here so someone else can take it and it doesn't end up in the trash.
It's all about giving and sharing. Piontek drops by often to fill up the fridges with food donations, for example, from supermarkets.
School children stop by as well. Some will drop off cookies they don't need and take some potatoes or a sandwich, for example. It's fantastic that they're learning to share. That's education. It's great.
The fridge empties in no time at all, but most visitors feel too ashamed to talk to us. Although Poland's economy is doing comparatively well, some people are struggling. There are almost 20 such refrigerators in Wrocław alone, and 1,600 across all of Poland, with more being added.
There are many kind-hearted people who call us. I have almost 60 places where people are offering to put up extra fridges. They're seeing that the project works and helps other people.
The city government is offering financial support to the project, but it does pump the brakes when Piontek gets too ambitious.
It's important to us that there are as many refrigerators as possible in the city for people in need. When public funds are used, however, everything has to be absolutely transparent.
Oh boy.
The quality of the food and the storage conditions must meet the highest standards.
Okay, we get it. So step in and make sure that happens. What we wanted to do over here at Our Bottom Line is show opportunity over here. We wanted to show different opportunity for people to be able to do things and come together. That's what we're about over here. Because if everybody comes together, like I always tell you guys, when I say I got 5 on it, I know it's a song and I know it's been out there, but $5 from 500 people can make a big difference, especially when it's going to a great cause, a sanctuary, or something that's going to be able to help people. I love doing things like that, and I love to help people out. So you guys, yes, the donations that came in yesterday, I'll be showing you a separate video of when we sent out the monetary to the gentleman yesterday, because we actually put a little bit more money to it. Might do a separate segment. I was thinking about doing one segment probably called like Good Times, where we'll only do a good segment with all good things going on and things that we can actually implement, different, let's say different shelters and foster cares that we always donate to, because we constantly donate to fosters. If I can't foster, I make sure that we look out for other fosters, and we try not to look out for each the same foster more than one time. This way we're trying to help out as much as possible. So that's another thing that Our Bottom Line is about. And yes, you guys, I have called myself out yesterday and I said that I'm going to be going to the ASPCA to donate some time and to walk some dogs or something like that. So I'm going to now have to hold myself up to that, because I do remember you said that. Yeah, I did say that, didn't I? And nobody have to remind me. I actually said that yesterday, and I think that'll probably be good for the heart, good for the spirit, and showing you guys that if we actually can lead by example, that we all can make a difference. We have a lot of people here. I don't care about the likes and I don't care about the numbers right now. I'm talking about the people that are really here every day and that actually care about the show and that really get something out of it and that really want to be a part of something. Because it's not just about today and some numbers. It's about the next 5 and 10 years. I'm going to keep doing this as long as I can keep waking up in the morning. So this is just a prequel. Let's keep on moving forward now, because I done told you guys it's time to learn how to defend yourselves. That's another way of health and wellness. Another way of health and wellness. Tanya Zimmerman, you're about to learn something. Sam Champion, you probably already know. Nicholas, you already know. Probably Miss Missy, I need you to know these areas. And Sam, there's audio books on YouTube also. What we got going on over here, you guys? Let's get back on topic over here, because now it's our health and wellness section. Need you guys to tap in right now. Health and wellness. We do it every day, but we try to make sure that we go to different areas. Like I told you guys, it's time to get into it today. What we doing? We're doing the 7 forbidden switches on the human body. Anatomy is going to be explained. It is never good to fight long. Get it over with. You hear what I'm telling you? It's never good to fight for a long time. What are you out there fighting for a long time for? Get it over with. I'm not trying to condone anything over here. I'm just going to be showing you guys some stuff. And this is certain tactics and certain moves and measures that people do in defense. There's certain parts of the body that can help out in, let's say, helping you to get your opponent in the position that you need him to be. None of this information that is being shared with you guys is to harm anyone. This is only information to be used to protect yourself. Again, health and wellness. You got to stay fit. You got to stay on point. You guys, you don't have to be the best karate person as long as you know the areas. Just, yeah, let them say it. Let's get into it, you guys. You know we do this every single day. How do we start it off? We start off by sharing the title. The 7 forbidden off switches on the human body. That's right, the 7 forbidden off switches on the human body. Anatomy Explained. The name of the channel, just in case you guys want to know, because once we get to a certain point, people are like, what's the name of that channel again? Just so you know, we always come back and we share it with you. And yes, yesterday's video has been dropped in the Discord in the gardening section. This will go up in the health and wellness section in the Discord as well. It's from the channel called Master Yourself. We're going to subscribe together right now. Subscribe to the channel called Master Yourself. The name of this show, this episode here, is 7 Forbidden Off Switches of the Human Body. If you guys are a little soft about certain things, you can't take a little bit of contact and stuff like that, I understand. Maybe a little bit graphic, but it's about to go down. Oh yeah, it's about to go down. Let's get it, y'all. I ain't even going to talk no more. Let's go. Health and Wellness Explained to defend yourselves. Do not use this for anything besides that.
Because people, it's just hardware. To end the fight in 1.5 seconds. Most fights are lost before they begin because people attack the muscle. But muscle is just hardware. To end the fight in 1.5 seconds, you must attack the operating system. Today, we reveal 7 illegal moves designed to trigger an immediate system reset in the human body. Move 1, the carotid sinus. To understand the carotid sinus strike, you must view the human neck as a high-pressure pipe monitored by biological sensors. Tucked behind the jawline is a cluster of baroreceptors known as the carotid sinus. Their sole job is to tell the brain if blood pressure is getting too high. When you deliver a specialized vibrating compression to this exact coordinate, you aren't trying to cause pain. You are sending a massive fake emergency signal to the medulla oblongata. The brain receives a code red, believing the heart is about to burst from overpressure. Its immediate hardwired response is the vasovagal reflex. It instantly dilates every blood vessel and drops the heart rate to near zero. The attacker's brain is suddenly starved of oxygenated blood, causing the legs to buckle as the body initiates an emergency shutdown to prevent a stroke that isn't actually happening.
So you just, what was that about? Hakata! Oh, good! You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody telling you to do none of that stuff. But a lot of times you just want to get, if you got to that point with, you know what I'm saying? Just, yeah, that's what I'm saying. But don't use this in the wrong manner. Just educate yourselves. Health and wellness, protection. You might be coming from the train station, get ran up on by, you know what I'm saying? You might need to use this. Come on.
Move 2, the orbital.
The orbital.
The orbital reflex is a biological glitch that occurs when the nerves behind...
Not telling nobody to do this. You are not a Viking. You are not a Viking. You have not ever, a pizzunch, boop, in the orbital, yeah. But the rest of it, you ain't Freddy Krueger or Jason. Leave it alone. Or Magnus in 300. Don't do this one.
The eye are compressed. Unlike a standard punch to the face, a precision flick, strike to the soft tissue of the upper orbit, triggers the oculocardiac reflex. This is an ancient survival loop where the trigeminal nerve communicates directly with the vagus nerve.
No.
The moment the sensor is tripped, the heart rate slows by 20 to 30% in less than a second. To the attacker, this feels like a flashbang going off inside their skull.
Some of y'all are like, be quiet, Boogotti. Let them talk.
Their pulse stutters, and for 1.5 seconds, their nervous system is so preoccupied with stabilizing their heart rhythm that they lose all motor control of their hands and feet. Move 3. The 12...
Yeah, this is going to be the diaphragm. Don't do that other one. The diaphragm. Right up under here. You know what I'm saying? You just, with your bad self. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm talking about? Just, right up in that diaphragm. Because a lot of people don't really got the muscle to take it. Especially when you got a little bit of belly. Make sure you get up under that belly if they want to act up. You know what I'm saying? You got to aim for it. But again, only in self-defense, and worst come to worst, just to protect yourselves. You guys need to know these certain areas. Might be walking with your children. Got a crazy person around. You need to know how to defend yourself. Got to get my jewels in. Thank you so much, Jordan. We appreciate you. Hiya! Let's go. Let's keep it going.
12th rib diaphragm tetanus. While most fighters aim for the solar plexus, the elite strike is directed at a 45-degree upward angle deep under the 12th floating rib. This is the insertion point of the diaphragm, the massive sheet of muscle that drives the respiratory system. A kinetic shock at this specific vector causes the muscle to enter a state of tetanic spasm. It is a total mechanical lockout. The attacker's brain sends the inhale command, but the hardware is jammed. This triggers an immediate drowning signal in the amygdala, the brain's fear center. The body instinctively abandons the fight and collapses into a fetal position as the brain prioritizes the desperate, involuntary struggle to restart the lungs. Move 4. The brachial neural noise. The brachial plexus is the main electrical trunk that carries every signal from the brain to the arm. By striking this nerve cluster against the hard surface of the humerus bone, you create what neuroscientists call neural noise. It is the biological equivalent of a massive power surge blowing out a circuit breaker. The motor cortex suddenly loses its map of the limb. To the attacker, the arm doesn't just feel numb. It disappears from their conscious mind. The hand opens, the weapon drops, and they are left with a ghost limb. For several seconds, the brain freezes in a processing loop, trying to reestablish a connection with a limb that is currently offline.
Because you caught it right between the joint area when they wasn't paying attention. You just caught them right. Bunga! Right there. Oh boy. And now you got the spaghetti arm is basically what they're trying to say. Your brain is trying to gain control, but you got the spaghetti arm going on because they caught you right where it's joined at. That's what they're basically trying to say. You don't got to do too much, people. Just stop the fight. You don't got to keep on going. Once you see you achieve that, told your stupid ass to leave me alone. Exactly. Let them get their breath together and keep it moving. You got enough time now. Let's go.
Move 5. The vestibular floor delivery.
Right. Enough to get away, John Smith.
Attacks the very foundation of human movement, the sense of balance. A simultaneous cupped hand strike over both ears creates a column of high-pressure air that slams into the vestibular system of the inner ear.
Now, you let a woman from down in South Carolina do this to you. I'm not talking about a regular. I'm talking about a woman that's been in the field, do a couple of things, and been around. You let her boogottinyc do something like that. Got a little bit of size on her. My mother, my grandmother, one of them would have did something like that. Woo! Because that's when all of the air is like mixing with the water and the liquids in your head. So now your brain is going like this. You feel like a balloon, like it's about to pop. You don't got to do too much. Oh, what's the problem? Huck up. Yeah, but listen to that. Woo! And you can walk away. Ain't got to do too much. Keep on going.
You are effectively overloading the fluid-filled canals that tell the brain where the floor is. The result is total sensory dissonance. The brain receives a signal that the body is spinning violently, while the eyes say it is standing still. The brain's emergency correction is to drop the body toward the center of gravity. The attacker doesn't fall because of pain. They fall because their brain can no longer calculate which way is up, making standing impossible.
And we ain't talking about Richard Pryor, which way is up. We're talking about from the impact.
Disorienting sensation overrides normal physical responses, leaving the victim completely vulnerable. The effect is instantaneous, leaving no room for any counteraction before the body collapses to the ground.
Uh-oh, now we got the next one. What's that going to be, the mentalist? Let's go to the mentalist.
Move 6. The mentalis, brainstem vibration. The mentalis reflex utilizes the jaw as a mechanical lever to access the brainstem.
Right there. This is what I'm notorious for, and I can brag about it. Don't let me catch you anywhere around here. All this here, don't let me catch you, because I know how to send it with a center of gravity, you guys. That's right. I know how to send it down there. Been known for it, but don't need to brag. That's why when I saw this, I said, this actually is real information that I've actually probably used before. It's rough out here in New York, you guys. It's been rough growing up. Gotta tell you the truth.
A precision tap to the very tip of the chin, the button, sends a kinetic shockwave traveling through the mandible and into the base of the skull. This vibration specifically targets the reticular activating system, RAS, the part of the brain responsible for maintaining consciousness. It is a purely mechanical knockout. The wave causes a brief interruption in the electrical signals between the brain and the body. In an instant, the stand command is deleted from the central nervous system, and the attacker experiences a total loss of muscle tone, falling as if they were a puppet with their...
Ain't nobody tell you to mess with Kendra. Ain't nobody tell you to run up on Liberty like that. You ain't know that she know how to, you ain't know that, right? Yeah, she been practicing. That's what I'm talking about, guys. You ain't gotta be that good, but just know the areas. And again, just enough to get away. You ain't gotta do too much.
Strings cut. The mental shutdown is so abrupt that it bypasses any voluntary control, rendering the victim immobile. Their body becomes a rag doll, helpless against the inevitable collapse. Move 7.
I gotta just say one thing about that, what I was trying to explain to you guys. When you get the right type of center of gravity, all of this counts. I want to just add that up a little bit. And this is for men most of the time, because women, I don't know if you're going to be able to do a knockout, but I'm just going to tell you guys, back of the head right here, right? Back of the head, right? So even if it's turned this way or this way, remember where the center of gravity is, right? The back of the head is always going to be at the center, right? So if I turn my head that way, yeah, there it is right there, right? And if I turn my head right there that way, right? There it is right there, right? And if I'm looking at you directly, there it is right there. I don't go for the back of the head hits. We don't play that. Fight fair. Defend yourself fair. Let's keep on going to the last one, which is called the Vegas. And oh my God. The Vegas. The Vegas. You've seen it done by many times. The Rock and a lot of people. The Vegas is a serious move.
The Vagus Master Reset. Our final move targets the vagus nerve at the occipital base, the most vulnerable point in the human architecture. This is the master switch for the autonomic nervous system. A strike here creates a system error at the level of the brainstem. It overrides the body's self-regulation, causing a temporary surge in the parasympathetic nervous system. It is a forced, deep reset that impacts the heartbeat, the breath, and the ability to maintain posture all at once. The body doesn't just stop fighting, it enters a state of deep shock as the brain attempts to reboot the entire system from scratch. The result is a total disconnection from the body's normal functions, leaving the victim in a fragile, unresponsive state. This is why this move is categorized as
very important. I wanted you to see a woman do it. I'm not playing around with this at all, y'all. I'm not playing around with it at all. See a woman do it, right? Come on now. I'm bringing it back again. I don't play around. When I show you something, I want you to understand it.
Leaving the victim in a fragile, unresponsive state. This is why this move is categorized as...
It's a push-up. It's a push-up. It's a push-up. You know what I'm saying? Try to have your hand as strong as possible, or you can do it with a punch. Just make sure you get the Vegas. The Vegas, right there where that nerve is at, right? Just boom, right up in there. I told you to get back off of me. I'm not interested. No, you cannot have my phone number. Get your hands off my purse. Boom! There you go. Now get up out of there, because you got enough time. That's what I'm talking about.
As illegal. It is a total biological override of the human machine, one that disrupts the very essence of the body's functioning. Knowledge is the only weapon that doesn't require a permit. But remember, once you understand the biology of a shutdown, you can never unsee it. Use this for preservation, never for sport. If you're ready to see the 10 forbidden secrets that even masters are afraid to teach, click the video on your screen right now.
How many people gonna ask the question, yo, Boogotti, what's the channel again? I love when y'all do that. I'm gonna do it no matter what, because you know how we do. Also, the clip, the entire clip, we're gonna clip it and we're gonna put it in the Discord to give you guys more incentive to join the Our Bottom Line Discord. That's right, spell it just like that. H-O-U-R B-O-T-T-O-M-L-I-N-E, our Discord. Keep on moving, you guys. I wanna know, was I good for showing you that? Because I've been holding that for a whole week and a half. I had that in the clip for a week and a half. Like, should I show them that? Are they gonna, you know what I'm saying? Let me know in the comments right now. I really need to know. How, did you guys get anything from that? Was that a clip that we needed to see? Is that something that you guys are interested in? The reason I'm asking you guys that is because I want to make sure that I'm on point and giving you guys the right type of content and making sure that we're doing well in the health and wellness section, you guys. And the categories have to make sense to health and wellness in all areas. There's thousands of things that have to do with health and wellness. Thank you so much. Yeah, people need to know self-defense. Good clip, important. You're welcome, Zion. Woohoo, yes, great clip. Good one, yes, sir. That's what I'm talking about. I'm not even doing this for me. This is for us, because when I get it. We win. So the Vegas is the best for people under 5 feet. There you go. You see it. Yeah, Boogotti, I enjoyed that. Rock the people. Let's defend ourselves. Only for defense, says Jeffrey. That's right. It was great, yes, and it was good to protect info. Zion, Woof, welcome. Sometimes you may have to go there, but be careful. You can get sued. That's right. Listen to everybody here, because when you see what I'm saying, we love to be it. That's the forum that I want. Conversation. And I guarantee you one thing, I'm going to just call you guys out right now. You got Democrats, Republicans, and independents, and you got some of the other ones, the conservatives that's in here, all making comments about the same title. Why? Because we're human beings, and that's what we stand on first. That's why I made the platform, and that's why I'm happy right now. Let's keep on moving forward, you guys. This is Master Yourself. Master Yourself. Subscribe to this if you have not already did. I've already subscribed to it. It's Master, M-A-S-T-E-R, Yourself. That's the channel overall. The name of this clip right here is the 7 forbidden off switches on the human body, anatomy explained. 7 forbidden off switches on the human body, anatomy explained. And I'm so glad that you guys got something out of that, because I don't do this for no reason. I really do not do this for any reason. Really want to make sure that you guys are getting something out of the content that over here. Got to make sure that you guys are getting something out of it. Got to do that. Can't just be playing around here. But before we leave today, I want you guys to see this real quick, because we love the animals over here. There's a baby squirrel that fell out of a tree, and all of a sudden they became friends. This story is going to be a little long. I'm going to have to clip it, but I love to show you guys fantastic stories and harmonious things to bring us together. So we got the squirrel and we've got the dog. This can be a Disney movie. It's long, so I don't even want to take so much time. Right here we got the dog that raised the baby squirrel and gains a best friend for life.
They just love each other. It amazes me. Millie stays by the door, by the glass door, starting like 7:30 in the morning, waiting for his cue to come. It is a fantastic relationship. Wherever Millie was going, he was following her. They are incredibly close, and I was always very careful. Be gentle, Millie. Millie! I wasn't afraid of her hurting him. For some reason, as soon as Millie saw the baby, she adopted him the first day. My 16-year-old daughter just called me holding a little baby squirrel that fell from the nest. He was in pretty rough shape. He was dehydrated. He had an infection on his right eyes. We did not know anything about squirrels. Are you comfy? A spoiled squirrel. The credit goes all to my daughter. She wants to be a vet. She researched and she took care of him. We started calling him Esquilo. That's his name? Esquilo. Esquilo. I'm from Brazil, and that's squirrel in Portuguese. I have a home office. It was pretty easy for me to take care of him while she was not here. He would be sleeping on my lap. Is that how I'm gonna work now? I would clean the house. He would be attached to my body. It was just me and him at home all day long.
And just so you guys know, when the squirrel got better, yes, you guys that's in the comments saying that squirrel shouldn't be in the house, shouldn't be in a cage. So yes, what did he do? I got to speed it up. He did take it back out.
We were pretty happy about it. For him, we definitely don't want to have a little wild animal inside a cage. Oh my God, I had a terrible night when he went.
This is the first night they're reintroducing him back into the wild because that's where he's supposed to be. So he's hoping that he'll come back the next day and at least be a friend since they saved it.
Next day, 7 o'clock in the morning, I was already calling him outside, see if he would come. By my surprise, he showed up.
Yeah, I'm coming.
I almost cried at that day when he came.
Daddy's boy. Where's my bald head?
He just jumped on my shoulder. We went straight to the sink. I got the syringe, prepared the formula for him. He just had a bunch of knots. He now comes every single day and he stays with us for 1 or 2 hours.
He's kidding.
Yes, you guys, and don't think that you can't do this. I mean, there's a lot of wild squirrels in New York, but guess what? We have brave squirrels in New York. You're the one that's scared, because once it run up on you, you want to get a squirrel to come up on you? Let me tell you how you do it. I know how to do it. All you got to do is do this. I literally have to be careful doing that. Part of my clique, once they see that, it's so hilarious. They run over and they're like this. Like they're saying, me? I'm telling you, all you got to do is click at them and do this. But have something in your hand. Don't just be there doing that. Go to the store, get some nuts, and they'll come over to you. It's a great experience because once you see them, they're like, eating the nut, you feel good about it. Have a little bit of time, chill out with the squirrels. Go in the park, have some natural time. That's what life is about. Stop worrying about always being on the internet, running around and doing all of the stuff that these people are doing out here, y'all. We got to experience life and the animals. That's the only way to be. What's your story going to be once it's all over? Oh, I work real hard. No, we got to find time to carve out for yourself. You need to be able to breathe that clean air and get out there and experience the good things that you want to experience too. If it's animals, let it be that. If it's riding your motorcycle, let it be that. But just make sure that you're careful. Just be careful out there. And guess what, you guys? I want to see what you guys got to say. Click the teeth and they have to come. There you go. Piece of bread, they'll come. Miss Missy, yes, she was awesome. Same way that in VA, they know that you're giving them a treat. There you go. There you go. You know what I'm talking about. The squirrels in Suffolk County are always approaching me. Had one run up my body and go from my shoulder to shoulder once. That was the scariest encounter. I know, but that's because you're scared. If you start feeding a squirrel, you better be prepared to always have food that they'll chase you down. So squirrels get in your roof. More likes than current views is nice. Yes, Juice, Batty Lynn, good morning. Very cute. Yes, sir. Me and Lacey saw some black squirrels. Anyone ever see them need to meet. Be careful about the black squirrel. Why they try to say the black squirrels if they bite you get rabies? Huh? How come always the black squirrels got something? Huh? You know, talking about the black squirrel. What about let me stop, you guys. Let's keep on moving forward because y'all thought it was over, but it ain't over. And you know if it ain't over, we talking about one other thing, right? If it ain't over, it must be Lynn and Supernova. That's right, you guys. We got more updates on Lynn and Supernova. That's right, you guys. My boy's walking. Yes, he is. He's walking. Yes, he is. He's walking. He's also running, getting inside of the treadmill by himself. And guess what his doctors are saying? They're so impressed with his recovery. So Lynn, thank you so much for bringing Nova into our lives. She even said it. She said, this dog is no longer mine anymore. This dog belonged to everybody. And she thanked us all. So guess what, you guys? That's right. We're about to run up on Nova and Lynn and see how he's doing in his recovery. You can tell he's so happy to be there. He loves these ladies.
Girl on the run. Yeah. You be on the run. I took him to the park the other day. He was running through that mud.
You see how they're on point? They watch every little thing. That's why I love these doctors. People like this that love animals, I love you. I can't even say it no more. Do your boy a favor. If you appreciate content that you're getting from over here and you have not subscribed, what are you waiting for? We're almost at 72,000 subscribers and we can get it up to 72 today, you guys. That's right. Yeah, we got more likes than anything else, but guess what? That's because we're having a good show. That's all I really care about now. Good show, and let them work it out. They're going to work. Just put it down, Boogotti. Drop that mic after you finish and let them see you sweat. Do your best. So yes, we would like to show love to Lynn and Nova right now for being the best mom and being the best, I would have to say pup son, because I'm going to tell you one thing, that this dog right here does not give up. And even his doctors are saying it. He's doing real good. His therapist is reporting that he's having a really good therapy session and he's doing really well now.
Yeah.
You can tell he's happy. That's what's so cool. He wasn't standing before. Look how strong that tail is. If anybody knows pit bulls, you know the tail is very important. Look how strong that tail is swinging.
Yeah, P, when we hit the curl corner up there and then done dropped a load, dinky load out there on the floor when it came in. Too freaking overstimulated today. I'm like, what is you doing? I was like, boy.
He loves going there.
Oh, it was one over by my house. I just took him out the car and let him take off. And honey, he was taking off. He wasn't running with them. He was hopping with the back leg. But he was getting there. He was moving on the move.
He's probably still happy now.
Yep.
It's so bougie. So fancy.
And back in the day, I used to see dogs chasing cars all the time. I don't never see them do it now. They smart.
I know. You see a dog out on its own, you're worried, right?
Exactly.
Where's his food?
This therapy is really working for him. This therapy is really going good for him.
They can figure it out.
Exactly. I agree. I think my oldest dog could live on her own.
They will figure it out.
Now they got these things where you can make the goat milk and you freeze on the ball and.
Oh yeah.
Now watch this, y'all. Watch him move around now after these sessions.
Wait a second. They didn't work. I'm gonna go on the treadmill. Hold on a second, sir. Oh no, you're ready. You're just waking up.
Auntie Caitlin going in. You know you finna work. He in there waiting on you.
They're like, yeah, he can go by himself at this point. Look at this advancement that he's showing you guys. This is very good advances. He's walking, y'all. He walked in there. He got the right people in there. God bless them.
Oh, are you telling us that you can get in there and do it by yourself? Ooh. Oh, you going by yourself?
Let's get some action, y'all. Let's get some action, y'all. Look at those legs. And the doctor in the back giving him good praises. Nova's doing good, y'all. Told you by the summer my boy be good.
I guarantee if you speed that thing up, he'll be running towards that dog, that baby food. Cause he do it. He run. He run for them cookies. He'll run.
She said you could speed that treadmill up because he'd be out. I did call it by the summertime. I knew it. I knew it.
Just seeing him like I said, I was gonna call him Tokyo Drift out there.
She said she was gonna call him Tokyo Drift because he be running so fast, his butt be moving like this to the side. I think he's still trying to do his zoomies. That's what that is.
That's what be scaring me because when he, bumped the wall, I'm like, Lord, please don't let him hurt his back again. That'd be scaring me.
But through it all, there's the pause. Turn around, where's mom?
No.
Here you go.
No.
And just so you guys know, that's baby food. That's baby food that they give him so that they make him keep on wanting to come forward.
Yours into that golden. She's sweet.
Once you got to see a little bit of floor work, after he gets dried off, check this out. This is important work right here he's gonna do. This is for his steps, his back leg steps.
He wants to get back in there. I know. He's obsessed now.
He loves going in there.
He hated it. I know. He hated it. We're doing this. Yeah. I won't get it.
You can tell he loves them. I love this, right? The feeling is just so pure. You can tell he loves them. He tried to jump. He got a quick lick in. Y'all saw that, right? Stolen lick.
Good job. Beautiful, clear. Wow! That was like the craziest way it went up. There you go. There you go.
That's a little hot. Yep. That's what he does now at home. We actually have a step. He'll hop to go out, and he'll hop back over to go in.
I know he's getting tired, but he keeps on going. Nova's tired already. He just came from doing the treadmill.
We're doing a spin around with this. Don't bite the glass. We were just talking about the glass biting. So, not the...
Good job. There you go.
There you go.
Good job. Good boy. Yeah.
Alright, here's the legs here.
Good boy.
Alright.
Got the drunk legs.
You stand, you sit, you sit, you sit. You try sitting. You try sitting. He's like, no!
Nova sit.
Sit.
Nova sit.
He's not going to listen right now.
No.
Sit, you can do it.
Now he'll listen with the mat. He'll listen with the mat.
I know, lay down. I know. You can do it though. You can do it. Sit. You can do it. Sit. Oh! Did you snort in a piece?
But that tail's still going though, right?
Yes. That was, yes.
Good.
Yes. You sit. 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 You can do it. You can do it. I know it's hard. Sit. 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 If you get on this one, you sit. There you go. Sit. Sit.
Yeah.
Sit. Yes.
Good job.
Yes. You did it. Are you tired now? You go home?
He tired. Yeah, he tired.
I know. Yeah. All right. It's so good today. Wow. Yes.
Yeah, good day, huh?
Good work, Nova. Good work. I don't care. We go to 9 or 10 o'clock. I don't care because we love the animals over here. And you know we love Lynn and Nova. That's right, you guys. And y'all know how we do it over here. Y'all trying to get your promo out there, trying to get in front of more people. All you got to do is send your promos over here because we're still almost at 80,000 subscribers and holding 1.8 million no matter what because I ain't giving up. Y'all see me constantly posting. You see us on Instagram now. You see us on X. You see that we do post 3 times a day right here. It's going down. Stick around. We got much more coming down. We got exclusive interviews coming up. You guys in Discord, we got separate content for you guys. Instagram going to have separate content. So definitely, you guys going to definitely want to go and join every single platform because for every single platform, there's going to be some different content coming up. T-shirts are going to be printed this end of this week. And everybody that ordered, you'll be getting your orders coming out next week. And we're talking about the I'm Your Host Boogotti NYC. And this here's our bottom line T-shirts. You guys gave us the idea, so we just went ahead and made the T-shirt. But like I said right now, You guys trying to promote, you got a business, you're trying to get your thing out there, trying to get it going, send us your promos. We'll put it up in the post notification area so that everybody can see it. We'll even put it in the Discord. But you got to do one thing. It has to be 1080 by 1080 size frame, or it just will not fit in the post notification area. That's their rules, not mine. Want to send in a video? Please, baby, please, baby, 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 please, sir, as well. Please make sure it fits this way, long way, not the screen way, because then I got to go hunt the real video down and find it, because I want to make sure I'm keeping true to you guys. But sometimes can't find those videos. So when you send video clips in, let them be the landscape way. I can't do the long way. Just real hard for people to do. Sometimes I really try my best to get them the landscape way, to give you guys more viewability when it comes to the screens. Yes, bringing content in, and you want to send something in, make sure it goes to bridgethisllc@gmail.com. That is bridge, like the Brooklyn Bridge. This, not that, but this. LLC@gmail.com. And guess what we got coming up, y'all? That's right, me and my DJ, we about to set it off. I'm talking about me and my DJ Don Dada, formerly of Black Ink Crew. We about to pull up on y'all at different smoke shops, hookah lounges, and all the 420 spots. Might be over here, not too far from where I'm at. Can't tell you that, almost slipped up. Oh, almost slipped up. But yeah, you guys want to come to New York, you want to come out to the different lounges and stuff that we're going to be at, you definitely can pull up. We're going to be in Harlem. We're going to be at Dyckman. We're going to be in locations in the Bronx. We're going back out to the slums of Shaolin. Out there, Staten Island. We're going to be in Queens and Brooklyn and Manhattan and in the Bronx as well. Pulling up to 5-6 different locations in each borough this entire summer. We're going to be doing the Show Your talent search. That's the talent search where you and 5 other people, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 from each borough can come up and let me see your talent, singing, dancing, cooking. Never know what it's going to be. It could be a painting. If I like the painting, boom, you might win that borough. And you're going to, after all of you guys win, 5 people for 5 different boroughs, especially. Also, one more person that's going to be coming up from here. Last person is going to win $1,000. So on top of your prize that you win from the borough or the person online, you're going to win the $1,000 prize as well. And that's going to be sponsored by Big Drip Hard Punch. And like I said, I'm going to be your host. You guys want to be a part of the show? You want to be a part of the talent show? All you got to do is go over to the website and sign the email. I'm sorry, just put your email address on the first page where there's a post notification area at. Go to the website, www.drinkbigdrip.com. That's right, www.drinkbigdrip.com. That's 2 G's and 2 B's. Drinkbigdrip.com. Go to the website. First page, put your email address in the notification area and we're going to let you know where we're going to be at. We got different locations. We already set it up. We're going to be playing music. A lot of the stuff that we may not be able to air, but some of the stuff we definitely will be able to air here on our YouTube channel. And we're definitely going to be going live from other areas as well, because now we're going to be spreading out our streaming ability to other platforms. You guys are going to see us on Rumble as well as many other platforms. Look to see us everywhere. We're going on the glow up this season. It's going to be a good summer. Don't even worry about all of the drama that's going on. You guys want to be a part of some good, safe, clean events? Come on out and have fun with us at the Our Bottom Line crew. And yes, Big Drip Hard Punch and the Show Your talent search. And before we get out of here, let's get those prayers in the air. We want to pray for happiness. I want to pray for love. I want to pray for good health. I want to pray for every single person that's here. And I want to just make sure that you guys know that it's more than just about a party. It's about the human race. I want to let you guys know also, you didn't notice what I showed you earlier, but now that you notice it, I hope you take it to heart. What we did earlier when we came together about different situations is we come together as humans. We never think about party when it's something important. I just pray that we can keep on doing that. And when times are important and things are important, that's the way that we can decide things. Not about a party, not about me being a Republican or a Democrat or an independent or anything like that, or What's the other one? I'm so sorry, I always get it messed up. Conservative. It's not about a party. It's about being a human being and having care for people and love. That's what it's about. I want to pray for Rebecca Lanya and Bueno, Winter Rising, Ad Reigns and my brother Teddy Marcel, Liberty and Justice, Colessive, Faye. Want to pray for Rebecca Lanya and Ad Reigns. Who else we got in the building? Winter Rising. Got to pray for Beyond Ether. Want to pray for Colessive. Who else we got in the building? Tanya Zimmerman, Jordan Dowdy, my brother. How you doing? Yvonne, Jay Woods. Can't forget about Mega Dub. Ain't in here, but I just felt like saying it. Winston, got to show you massive love. Another non-87. Who else we got in here? Luigi, always shout you out. You already know we do that all the time. Miss Swanza, that you know we got to send it up for you and Tanya. Also my brother Jonathan. Batty Lynn, there you go. Michelle, Colessive, Irma. Can't forget about Brittany, Jordan, Batty Lynn. Who else I see over there? Another non. That's right, Irma. Thank you so much for coming through and being a part of the show. VG, hope you guys love the show that we put on for you today. Miss S, Miss Swanza, Jordan Dowdy. Who else we got up in there? Frederick Seasons 2064. God is definitely first Seagraph. I love the positive vibes of this channel. Thank you so much. We love you too. I am a bit sometimes. I caught it. Trump Bunny, Brian King. Who else we got in the building? J Lee G5T. That's right. Miss Mary Jane. Who else we got up in here? I can't forget. Come on, we got you. Frederick, Luigi, another non. Can't forget about Casey Ramos. Also want to get Jeffrey Spilker in my prayers. Can't forget about my brother Jeffrey Spilker. Can't forget about Mark Dorfman. Want to make sure that we're showing love for Miss Swanza. Who else? Well, I'm almost forgetting. There we go. Sam Champion. Can't forget about Jordan. Can't forget about my brother Teddy. Can't forget about Liberty and Justice. And who else we going to say last but not least? Tanya Zimmerman, Brian, Beyond Ether, Brian, Zion's Choice. Glad you popped up. And with that being said, you guys, that's it. Eric Cooley, it's your mom's birthday today. Thank you so much for saying it. God bless you. God bless your mother. And Eric, do me a favor right now because I'm about to do something for you. I'm going to say amen right now, right? But Eric, I'm going to do something else for you. See if you can grab this right here. Eric, see if you can get one of these right here, my brother. I got something coming up right now. Y'all ready? Are y'all ready? Y'all ready? Eric, see if you can grab one of these right here. I'm about to send you guys something right here. Eric, there you go. I'm sending it right now. See if you can get one. That's for you, Eric. See if you can get one. There you go. I just sent 5 out. Eric, try to grab one. Go ahead and try to grab one, you guys. There you go. Y'all already took them. Y'all wasn't playing. That's my love to you guys. There you go. Hope you guys have a fantastic day. Hope you guys come back tomorrow for another part of the show because we don't do this one day. We do this every single day. I come here for you guys. I come here for myself. What else I got to do? It's my favorite thing to do every single day. So that's right, y'all. Y'all know what I'm about to say, right? Y'all could have went anywhere. But the fact of the matter that y'all came here to chill with me today on this Thursday, our bottom line, I appreciate you. So until tomorrow, Friday, right here, 6 o'clock in the morning for another fantastic show on the #1 show on YouTube with the #1 co-host, the #1 family right here. Just so you guys know, talking about you when I say that. Get 'em! Peace.